sight when I aim up. Elevating that game up. Stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. Watch me elevate. When I show up, whole place about to blow up. Superior to that competition. I'm in first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. Watch me elevate. I was born to win, now watch me elevate. I was born to win, now watch me elevate.
It's only gonna make me stronger. It's only gonna feed my hunger. Say the words, say the words. Even if the tide stops turning, even if the world keeps burning, nothing's gonna stop this feeling. Say the words, say the words. Watching the flames burn higher, setting my world on fire. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, risking it all on you. And I don't pretend to know how you feel. Either you won't or you will, but I'll give it a try. Even if you're too blind to see, and even if you look right through me, I never thought it would be easy. Say the words, say the words. Even if the world stops breathing and every beating heart stops beating, nothing's gonna stop this feeling. Just say the words,
how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boyos. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream for the 5V5 1v1 Duels, boys. Let's go, man. Let's go, dudes. We got them EU duels on the day. Boys, how y'all doing? Welcome back, welcome back. Sorry for being late, dude. I was trying to figure out real quick what I'm doing for food. Yeah, I basically just couldn't plan anything. Basically was trying to get my twin to do it, and he's cool with it, but it's just my day has been a little off. Not gonna lie today, boys. I've been feeling like, you ever wake up and you just don't really feel like super restful? Like you just feel like I slept, but I didn't really get much rest. That's kind of how I feel. So I was like, should I get a coffee? I was like, I'm not gonna get a coffee, dude. I'm just gonna chill, drink water, you know what I mean? Just hang out for the day, feeling better tomorrow. This week has been exhausting too, dude. Honestly, I mean, we were just raiding so much this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Danny down, boys. Danny DeVito out of the picture so we can finally chillax, relax, hang out, and get some duels up and running, boys. And also, it's going to make days like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Tuesday of that whole next week, dude. I'm gonna have to raid less. It's gonna be so good. How you all doing? Welcome back. Hope all of you having a wonderful, beautiful day. Fatty Pillow, my man. Thanks so much for being a member. I appreciate you, my dude. Let me get the music back up and running here, boys, and we'll get the duels up and running. Yo, Kragar hopefully should have a group. So should my boy Breezaz. So let me log in on EU Shadowlands. Start having you guys send me messages, letting me know you're ready. But how you boys all doing? What do you got ourselves? What do we got ourselves? We got ourselves Sykes, we got ourselves Celtic, we got ourselves Sosos, we got ourselves Alex, Dragula, Yusuf, we got Belly, Cran, the beautiful Vilpix, we got ourselves Tyrant, the boys. There's a new issue affect now authentication serves mutual low and failed login attempts. We're currently investigating the cause. We'll provide updates when they're available. Huh? EU servers down for the day? What is this? Oh no. Oh no. So why don't you wait to kill Dan until I gotten back? Yo, wait, did we actually kill it while you were in your rounds? No way. I didn't realize that. I really did wonder why the stream ended when I came back from the last rounds. Yo, my dude. That's awesome. That is I told you, like, yeah, we'll just kill him while you're away. I didn't realize we'd actually be able to do that. Yo, EU, are the servers down or something, boys? What's going on? Are the servers down, boys? What is happening, man? What is going on, boys? EU, I need to know, man. Not for everyone? Wait, so it... Oh, wait. Login servers are full. Hold on. No, I think we get it back in. I think we're getting in. And then it's gone. Was there an update? Let me see if there was an update. Check for updates. Up to date. No idea what's going on. Kazakh is up. Wait, is it because of my server that I'm trying to log into EU on? Servers are fine. Okay. We'll try it again. For some reason, it's not letting me log in. You guys saw it. Login servers are queue, position full. Let's try the manual login. Maybe the manual login will let me in. Maybe it's a remless problem. Not letting me in, boys. It says login servers are full. Position in Q2. Do we just keep trying until it works? Yeah, we disconnected. Wow, 51900-127. I mean, try one. Oh, really? Yeah, what's going on with the EU servers, man? What'd you guys do to them? Was it trying to ruin EU PvP day? Honestly, dude. Honestly. The auto protection system protect the server from noobs? Oh, 100p, dude. Is that what Sosos can't log in? Is that what's going on? Is Sosos one of the... Me and Sosos are the only two people that can't get in, dude? Guys, me and Sosos will be able to get in one time. Eventually, Blizzard will let us noobs into the game, dude. Easy. Dude, I'll see you again. Is it been happening all day or something? Yeah, this is weird. I guess we'll need to keep trying until it works at some point. Yeah, we'll just keep trying until it works, man. I had to play Classic because it doesn't work? That's unfortunate, man. So, it seems to be like some of you guys are getting screwed by it, and others are not really. Someone is sabotaging you, Dal. Probably, dude. Must be. Must be. It must be the evil Blizzard. Blizzard EUS EN EU EN. I guess I gotta follow that. Find out what's going on. It was like an hour ago when it started. We'll just keep trying to log in until it works, boys. Take your weapons and let's fight, ladies. Yo, let's go, boys. As soon as we can get into the duels. Because it looks like Krager is on and he's doing stuff. It looks like Breeze Ass is on. He's able to play. We'll hopefully get in at some point. Maybe it's NA and the EU tomorrow. That would be difficult to do, man. Because everybody, EU are lagging. EU is scuffed right now. We'll still try having an EU day, man. I guess worst to worst, we could do something different. But I definitely don't want to take away from EU the opportunity to duel, man. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll do EU and NA today. Tomorrow, we might have to do it like that. Have EU and NA playing that same day. We'll keep trying. Let's do this. We'll just keep spam logging in. We'll keep trying until it works, and maybe it'll work. We'll do our very, very best, okay? We'll try to play with who we can. Blizzard can't believe you've done this. I know, right, dude? Oh. We're in. Easy. Easy. You mean you're trying to stop me? Blizzard? I swear to God, Blizzard. I'm gonna run up to you and hit you with a kick into a gouge, into a kidney shot, and dunk your head into a toilet. If you do that again to me. Me. Blizzard. My man, you don't want a kidney shot from these fists? These fists are wearing a 233 fist weapon at this point. My man's got a 233 weapon at this point. Blizzard, you don't want to get punched by it. You don't want to get decked by one of those, dude. Hold on. Hold on. Just to make sure we can flex it a little bit here. Not only do I have like one of the coolest mogs you've ever seen, but a Danny DeVito, Talents of the Legion Generals, dude. How many generals does Blizzard know? Probably like 2. I know many Legion Generals, okay? I'm obviously the winner here. We got this Alex, but Krager, I know Krager said he had a group ahead of time. Kreiser? Alex? Okay, we'll do Krager and Alex. Because Krager was like, yo, can I get in, dude? Can we get in there, dude? He asked like, when is the time, dude? And he was there for it, man. I gotta get him in here, dude. He's the first one to ask about them. And Alex. Let's get a Q in, and I'm gonna go grab a soda real quick. Blades Edge. I'm gonna grab a soda real quick. And close the door too. All right. Thank you boys so much for waiting for me. I'm not jumping at each other while I'm trying to get the drink. Get that good old Dr. P, Dr. Pepper in there. Where's my audio? What is the audio? There it is. Alrighty, boys, y'all ready? Switch. We got ourselves team 1 with, it's gonna be Shadow Priest. What's your name? Morphenia. Morphe. We'll call you Morphe versus Yandex. Or no, not Yandex. Amidehi. Walking up to Morphe, dropping down the stun totem, not really reaching him into a counter-strike totem, and Morphe is eating a couple of those zabs back to back. Lightning Lasso activating for our Amidehi. As he's dropping down a couple of lava birds, a couple of meatballs onto Morphia. But it looks like both of the casters are starting off quite slow, unless Morphia looking to get himself a set of big stun onto Amidehi. Going for the flesh cut is in a pretty big absorb, 20% DR, while the flesh cut is channeling with a pretty, I think 40% of your health as a shield. Probably reducing PvP in some case. But I think it is maximum 40% if you'd go through a full channel. with Morphia taking a little bit of damage back to light. The last one looks like Amade. He tried to see if he can maybe make a bit of a return after getting locked down like he did. Going for a knockback onto Morphe. Does have an interrupt, hasn't used it yet. It looks like Morphania is going to go for a bit of a reset with the Doorway of Shadows, trying to get himself the advantageous position way up above. And while these two casters, you guys don't jump at each other, maybe they jump at each other right now. I want to introduce the teams of Kragar as well as Christina, but apparently I just cannot. With Morphania taking a bit of damage, looks like it's going to be big loss, so Disperse does come out, almost got buried in that Earth Shock. As Amade tried to make all the elements line up together, summoning up a fire elemental, looking to push in against the Shadow Priest. I think it's going to be about 30 seconds before he has a really big go here. Looks like Morphia doesn't want to wait until that 30. Going for the PI. That's going to get dispelled immediately with a stun on Amade. Hitting him with the mind games. Looking to maybe get a setup. Does Amade have a go here? No defense, is walking back, but he's walking back to his doom with the last one to Morphania. Just to see for a second into a silence. Does have a Warlock also from Advo. It looks like Amade, he should be able to live long enough to in order to survive this. Did have, I'm guessing, the Earth Shield legendary. Rocket from dropping down the Counter-Strike totem, but I don't think the Shadow Priest is anywhere near it. Tried to go for a knock onto Morphia. Looks like didn't work out. Tuck a tail and run. Battle Master's Trinket getting used right now in order to give him a little bit extra health, just borrowing that health for now, while Morphania is looking pretty confident, pretty dominant so far. The Earth Elemental does come out for the Shaman, but it looks like he's having a bit of a sloppy run at the very beginning. First game of the day, boys, you know. That's just how it be sometimes. And I may have doing a little bit of backpedaling. Quite a lot of backpedaling, actually. Lots of running around. Morphania is going to DR his own light blast, so not good for him. Tried to drop down the Sun Totem next to Morphania. Is going to try to interrupt the Mind Games, but looks like that does not happen. Morphania does have a nice setup. Mind Games coming out with Void Blast right afterwards, and Morphania taking him out. And Advo is going to be the Warlock up next on this team. On team 2, we also have ourselves in the back. We got Dirks harassing Botch for no reason with Unstoppable. Oh, looking all Kyrian-esque. And we got ourselves also Christina. And Advo and Morphania are taking a sweet time, getting a bit of a setup on the team 2. We also, team 1, we got ourselves Mary. We got ourselves Morphania, as we saw, getting locked out right now. We also got Botch as a rogue, Kragar as a Dwarven Warrior, which is something we don't see ever. And Pusa! Oh, I love the Smog. This man with the purple mohawk as Morphania taking a bit of damage. Sorry, Morphania. We're not really catching up with what's going on with you. I'm sorry, Pusa just got too cool of a Mog. Morphania not looking that good. Might have to go for a bit of a disperse early here. Advert does lock him out, is able to put some pressure on the Morphania. As I go for a bit of PI, that's going to be some of the fastest Shadowmans I've ever seen. Void Eruption is available as Void Form is activated. And Adva is actually avoiding the Void Form completely. The Void Form and Void Eruptions is trying to get away from him ASAP. Shorts under Morphania, does lock him out on Shadow for a second, does have a trigger for that stun. Some back to Adva with a Mind Game, so it's going to be silence. And that is Mind Games trying to give him some healing back, which is happening to some extent, but the pets are just not doing that much for Adva. Mortal Call for the Warlock, trying to get a banish set up onto the Shadow Feed from the Shadow Priest, locking him out for a second, but I don't think he has enough pressure to really put him in a bad spot, so that lockout is going to come into play later. Morphania is going to use Greater Fate in order to get the hell out of that situation either way. And Adva is going to go for a little bit extra setup. Does he have a legendary where his pet gets do more damage? I think he does. I think Adva is running a legendary, and you can see this purple thing around the pets. Whenever he does an attack, it has a chance to empower his main pet, and his main pet can do the same thing to empower the Warlock. And you'll see like this purple shimmer above their heads whenever they are empowered. I believe that's what that is, but I could be wrong. Maybe there's a completely other legendary that Warlocks run nowadays. Adva is going to have a trigger for that CC. Mind Games trying to come out, has a Fear for Morphania. And Morphania is actually basically melee with Adva. Could go for a Fear Zone if he wants to. As the Shadow Priest is going to take a little bit of pressure. The pets are all surrounding him. Does have a Greater Fate. Rushing to Advo is going to get the Fear onto the pets, but not on the Warlock. Reflect almost. Oh, actually, I think he did reflect the Mind Games back to himself. That is super unfortunate. Trying to go for a massive spell with some Shadow Mans. It looks like Advo does not have an intro for that one. So it is going to be Advo putting out more pets. Tyrant coming out. Might not even need an intro for here, as the Tyrant should do quite a lot of damage, though. Big drain onto Morphania. The pets are slicing and dicing him up. But he does have a disperse to keep himself alive for a little bit longer. And Adva tried to see if he can catch him with a stun around the corner. Looks like he isn't really able to get much value off it. Morphenia not looking all that good. It looks like in the stun. Does have CC for Advo, but that Tyrant must have gotten a cast or two at the very end there. Krager charging in, does get a reflect, but a little too late. We'll try to figure out if it's maybe too early or too late. It's actually, oh no. Spear of Bastion missing, as Advo is going to be able to get the hell out of there. Krager missing the reflect, missing the big Spear of Bastion. Not completely out of the woods just yet, though. He's still doing okay. Big damage to the Advo out of nowhere. Doesn't even need the good lockdown. Looks like Krager just needed the raw damage of a dwarf. Just maybe the center of gravity. You know, just lower to the ground. Greater center of gravity. Maybe it gives him better control with the axes and harder swings. For all you know. Unstoppable is going to be next, though. And Krager does not miss an interrupt just yet. Does get juked just now, though, as Stormkeeper coming down. Unstoppable has a good setup onto Krager. Does he go for Enrage Regeneration? It could be maybe Enrage Regen play. Trying to delay it. Does have to use it. Used everything but Enrage Regen. Trying to hold off to it as best as possible. Enrage Regen is the play ability at the very end there. Unstoppable trying to go for a knockback into Krager. As long as he doesn't get interrupted on nature spells too hard, he might actually be able to recover quite a bit. Good flash cut for him. Krager is going to have to take a little bit of time before he can get himself a good setup. Reflect is going to be very important here. Spirit Bash is going to be very important here. And just being able to kind of CC Unstoppable for a while, maybe with fears, maybe with stuns, as well as with interrupts. In order to survive a little bit longer, Spirit Bash Unstoppable could be really bad for the Shaman. Does activate wall. Healing surges are going through. Krager is trying to put pressure on the healing surges, but is unable to. Unstoppable does get himself quite a good heal. But so did Krager. You could really see his health really go up during that encounter. As Warrior is going to go back to putting more pressure onto the Shaman. Unstoppable making himself a bit of a setup, trying to go for a big Lava Burst play. Does get interrupted on a Lava Burst. Perfect opportunity to go for nature casting, though. He wanted to heal, but looks like he's not even going for it. Reflect is up for Krager. Is going to get hit with a stun AoE totem. Unstoppable does sneak away one big heal. Try to drop down Earthquake. Not really sure if that's going to do anything against Krager, though. Maybe he wanted to originally walk him into it. Wall available for Unstoppable from the Earth Elemental. So it should be A-okay for now. Krager, though, has cooldowns coming back very, very soon. Does have an interrupt available. Big defenses back up. So if Unstoppable has a really good go, Krager could counter it. At least for the time being. We're at the 8-minute mark, boys. 21% dampener, so we're going to see some lesser healing coming out. Going to be healing surge trying to come out for Unstoppable. Does get interrupted in the last second. Looks like Krager might just have it. And does take him out. Not even with an execute. That was just a raging blow at the very end. Christina is going to be up next. Try to walk up to Krager. I think you have a bit of an honor duel, but looks like Christina swapping that. Kyrian Covenant action. Looks like it's Kyrian versus Kyrian. And Krager's taking mad loads of damage right now. Christina taking him out of wrath. What was that Kyrian burst out of Christina? It looked like Krager was the one who had some burst in the opener, but Christina just messed him up. Massive bleeds, massive bites, I guess, and maybe huge thorns. Just that Kyrian setup was absolutely brutal. With Puza going to be up next as a Demon Hunter. Charging in, looking absolutely fabulous. Get himself an I-Beam versus Christina. Does he have the big setup? The big go. Metamorphosis does get activated. Got himself quite a bit of resources rolling here. He just needs to get himself some kind of a setup onto Christina with a big charge. Might be able to do something here. Christina does get himself a complete re-stealth away from Puza. He does have Spectral Sight if he wants to. Does he steal the fell? He does not. But the Metamorphosis is no longer available. Oh my goodness, wait, Christina I think might have avoided everything that Puza was trying to set up for Big Burst. Does the Demon Hunter have the one-shot potential anymore? Because in PvP, that's what Demon Hunters really run nowadays, is a one-shot potential. Has a Trinket with an immunity, in case things go bad, big immunity, and it goes for first aid immediately. Christina had a massive bite there just now. It looks like that his darkness getting used by Puza. Trying to go for a setup to Christina, has a Trinket for it, taking him out before the Demon Hunter can get himself that lineup. And we are hitting that 10-minute mark, boys, with Mary going up next as a Paladin on a nice, fresh, spring-looking tree. He's all green because of spring. Does he go yellow with the leaves in summer? Is that how that works? And then orange in the fall? But he's nice and fresh. Does he actually get yellow leaves in summer? The tree mound. I do like the tree mound, by the way. It looks really, really good. Christina get an opener onto Mary. No Kyrian to go with this one. Does get a Barskin rolling. Blind by Mary. Does he have the burst with the blind? He throws in the hammer. Final verdict. Big Hydra to Christina. Does have a Wake of Ashes. Huge damage to Christina. Does have Enrage Regeneration active, but looks like Mary just had way too much damage. Jam-packed into that one burst. Didn't give Christina an opportunity whatsoever here. With Dirk's going to be the last one left. Walking up as a sub-rogue. Big Ventir damage onto the Paladin. Didn't even give him a chance to press bubble. That was actually massive. With Bocce going to be up next. Does have Vendetta onto Dirks. He sees him. He popped a Vendetta on the guy. Dirks does know that he has a Vendetta on him. Kidden shot onto Dirks. Has a chicken for it immediately. Cheap shot onto Bocce. Interesting that Bocce went for a Vendetta that early onto Dirks. I guess it makes sense. Just put a debuff on him so you can see him. Blind by Dirks into a tricky blind, but Bocce, as he knows, he can get himself the opener onto Dirks. But is he going to have enough damage here? If he has enough comp points, he might be able to make something work. Is he going to have himself the big go? Open up with dots. It's going to be cheap shot immediately by Dirks. Trying to deny any kind of damage for Bocce. And still has the evasion if he needs to. Big damage out of Dirks too. Oh my god, the sub-rogue damage just came out of nowhere. Absolutely fantastic performance by that man. He denied the Bocce rogue any kind of pressure. Very well done. Very well done. We got to get another up and running, boys. These are the duels I like, man. Fast, hard-hitting duels, so we can get as many of them back-to-back, man. Let's go, dude. I like that. I like that. That's a good one of the day. Can't see the group. George, LFG, man. If you want to see some groups, look him up in LFG, man. We have a pin in the chat. Yo, am I gonna have to get translation or something? Yo, Sauce, can we keep it English, bro? Because I can't tell what you're saying, dude. I never tell you guys which language to speak, which not to speak. Bro, can we keep that English, bro? I have no idea what you're saying, my dude. I want to be able to read the chat. Guys, I'm Vega, what's up, gaming? So I said to my man, hope you're having a good one. So more for the Horde, Ben. Let us know, man. Let us know what the group name is, dude. Feel free to advertise the fact that you guys have groups in the chat. That is what it's there for, man. That is what it is there for, dude. Why aren't you streaming on Twitch? I thought it was the go-to platform. Bro, I tried YouTube. I used to stream on Twitch all the time, and I tried YouTube for 3 days. I liked it better. That's really what it comes down to. No, I used to restream on Twitch, but then I felt like, what's the point? Dude, Twitch doesn't even listen. Like, I actually tried to lose my affiliate with Twitch so I could do the restreams without any issues. They still let me restream. Like, I guess it doesn't really matter. Or maybe I tried to be like, yo, can you take over my affiliate? They don't listen. Like, Twitch doesn't listen to streamers that like ask for good changes, but Twitch doesn't even listen if you're like, yo, can you take away affiliate? Like, can you punish me for restreaming to a different platform while I'm streaming on Twitch? Because apparently you can't restream as affiliate, but apparently they don't enforce that rule. But then again, what rules does Twitch really enforce? Let's be honest here, dude. Let's be honest here. Like, if we want to open that can of worms, we can do it. What is that? AUSL? How many have we gotten? 200? There's no way, right? Yeah, there's no way. 190? No. 150. 120. 110. 117. Wow. 117, dude. Master Chief number. Let's get Silent Storm as well as Cries in here, boys. I know that Alex got a group. Krager probably has a group too. Silent Storm. 232190. And Chrysler. Here we go, boys. Let's get into it, dude. What's up, DC? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. The Masters is fantastic. Thanks so much, Zach. Appreciate you, my guy. Back now. I had to clean all the alley of the gates at Oryx. Still 2 spots left, people. There we go, boys. There we go, dude. What's up, Sean? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Yeah, dude. I don't stream on Twitch anymore. Last time I streamed on Twitch was one time we got banned on YouTube for watching a guy eat a lobster roll. It was like, think of it like a hot dog, but instead of a wiener in the middle, straight up lobster with like a ton of mayo. We did it on a stream, and donuts were super generous, and somebody donated for us to watch a video, and I think it was an extra long stream because of the donos, and then we got banned afterwards. So it was kind of a weird time, but dealt with it pretty easily. Like, Twitch is probably not a bad platform. I think it's just a terrible platform if you're brand new trying to grow. It's kind of okay, but I don't know, dude. Not a platform I actually legitimately considered trying out again. I like YouTube better. Twitch. Hope you guys are having a good one. We got ourselves team 1 with Z. Oh, I like the tabard. That's the Gladiator. That's the 2400 tabard, right? That looks good, dude. We got ourselves Yowashi here. Oh, what are we looking like? Sub-rogue? Let's go, dude. We got ourselves Sarat as a feral with Valence as an assassination rogue and Pooh. Double Pally, double rogue with that team with Yowashi. Go to up versus Chrysler. Get ahead of Succubus Seduction. This man's just fiending for them succubuses, dude. You know what I mean? Got us a soul robbed by Chrysler. Cloak of Shadows by Yawashi, trying to make some damage happen to Chrysler, who is going to pop a trinket immediately with the gateway right afterwards. Denied the rogue as much of the burst as he can. Venter getting set up by Yawashi, trying to make as much damage happen to Chrysler. He's going to take a little bit extra shadow damage here. He's going to go for a reset, trying to avoid the Chaosbolt Fear onto Yawashi with the Chaosbolt right after. It's going to hit him for quite a lot of damage with a Succubus seducing him with an Infernal, keeping him warm over there. Yawashi does get a reset for a second. It looks like he does get a clean getaway. Very unfortunate. Maybe if Chrysler didn't go for Succubus C, the Infernal would have stuck next to Yawashi. And that probably would have been the end. Maybe a little bit. Just a slight misplay by Chrysler at most. Sap onto the Succubus with a kidney shot on Chrysler. Could be really bad. Yawashi trying to make a big play here. It looks like he might be able to take him out. Oh no, the Succubus Sap CC. That was super unfortunate. Looks like the Succubus couldn't dive into stealth early enough. So that was a little unfortunate. All in Chrysler's team, we got ourselves Frost Boss. Looks like he's going to be up next. On that team, we also got Mevar as a Paladin. We got ourselves Kiting God X as a Rogue. And yet a Warrior. Fury? Looks like single-minded Fury with Cajun. Interesting choice. For PvP, don't you want the Titan's Grip? Isn't Titan's Grip better? Okay, this is what I'll say. Titan's Grip is most likely, and this is my guess. Straight up guessing here. Titan's Grip is probably better. You know why? More stem. More stem. Did we play the song just now? I think we did. Let's go next. There we go. Yeah, Titan's Grip. Isn't that more stem? Isn't that better? But maybe that 5% or what, 8% extra damage with single body fury and slight movement speed. I don't know. Movement speed is that good in PvP? It probably doesn't make that much of a difference damage-wise, but survivability is probably like a hint of like a performance gain in one or the other. But I could be wrong. Yawashi is trying to not let Frostboss see him at all, dude. He's just trying to go for a complete reset there. Frostboss pick up the eye just now? He might have. Shadow Strike by the Rogue, trying to see if he can hit him with a random Death and Decay. I'd be up from Frostboss immediately. It was going to give himself the extra grippy hand to Yawashi. Cannot control the hand anymore, but it won't get you out of stealth. So vanishing the hand is actually the play for rogues nowadays. Or Shadow Melding if you're a Night Elf. Which Yawashi is. Frostboss getting denied a little bit of the burst, but he didn't actually pop his big cooldowns just yet. He didn't pop Pillar. He did not pop the Rune Weapon at all. He only popped the grippy hand. So that's more sustained damage rather than anything, or maybe like a primer for burst. Big Venter set up for Yawashi immediately. Frostboss Trinkets and a Magic Zone is going to be working for the shadow damage here, but the Eviscerates are just going through back to back. Frostboss is getting the stun to Yawashi, does force a Trinket. Big Fear, but Frostboss does activate the extra help in hand with a pet and sacrifices immediately. Tried to go for some cooldowns to Yawashi, but that's going to be a blind reset by the Rogue. The Frostboss is going to have to go for a bit of a reset himself. That Pillar of Frost getting denied is a little unfortunate. But he's also out of defenses to deal with the Rogue's assault. That anti-magic zone actually was so perfect. Right as he's going for the shadow damage, a portion of this eviscerates is getting soaked up by anti-magic zone. But also the flagellation shadow damage is getting soaked by the anti-magic zone. So a little unfortunate for Frostboss how that worked out. Stun early onto Yawashi. Yawashi can go for a kidney shot. Maybe a dance combo. He does have 2 dances. Get a shot at Frostboss. Try to make big damage happen with his Shadow Blades. Is Frostboss going to be able to survive the Shadow Blades damage though? It does drop down Dark Saying onto the Rogue. Can you steal abilities like a Cloak of Shadows from the Rogue? Did Dark Saying even get any value? Did he get any use out of it? I wonder if there is an ability you can steal from the Rogue. Imagine if Shadow Step counted as a magic ability in a sense. Actually, you know what? He probably could steal the Door of Shadows ability. That does have a cast time. Frostboss kind of out in the open with not a lot of defenses to really work with. Yawashi did commit a Shadow Blades, so he's not going to have nearly as beefy of an opener here. But it's still going to be pretty deadly since it is a sub-rogue either way. Especially if he goes with the Ventier setup. Kidney Shot setup onto Frostboss, trying to make the Shadow Strikes. Big Eviscerates. Big Fear by Frostboss as the drip slow. It looks like he wants to go offensive here. Grippy Hand available. Yawashi trying to go for a reset with the Grippy Hand. Can he evade the Obliterates? I don't know if he can. Frostboss got himself Pillar of Frost available. Stun to Yawashi. Does he have the Obliterates proccing through? Just goes through the damage on Yawashi. Stun into Rogue right after. Does Frostboss have more Obliterates to work with here as a dual wield Death Knight? Yawashi trying to get himself some CC setup. It's going to be a advantage. Frostboss does drop down a Death Knight out the guy. Fear right after this. The openers for the Rogue just cannot do anything as the Frostboss taking him out. Wait, this Death Knight absolutely just demolished the Rogue. The back-to-back fears. The stuns just dealt with it rogue as best as they could. And now that he's on a cooldown, so Valence is probably going to take him out easily. Like, there's just not much else he can do. If Frostbus could just survive Valence here, this would be nutty. AMS available, burn through immediately. With a Venthyr setup, Valence is going to have himself a big go. Couple of Venoms is all he needed. Dude, that was amazing. What is the cooldown on that Fear? That was awesome. That's like the biggest rogue counter, dude. Imagine going in, popping all your whammies, and you going into a Death Knight. He has nothing left. Feared. You got your Shadow Blades rolling, got your Flagellation rolling, and you're just waddling away from the guy, just moseying out of him. Moseying away from the and he hits it with a stun. You can't reset. That was amazing, dude. That was clutch. What is next for the team? Is it Cajun? Cajun's just hanging out with the other team, dude. He's just chilling over there. Mavar? Maybe it's the rogue. Cutting God? It looks like maybe it's Cutting God X. Maybe? If it walks up too far, man, Valence is gonna think that's him. And it looks like it is him. 60 seconds. I feel like it's shorter. I feel like that is so much shorter. I feel like the Fear CD is shorter, boys. We'll have to look. I'll have to go back and look to see if actually a whole minute passes. But I'd say so much shorter than I would think. Is it Cajun? Is it Kiting God? I think they're still trying to figure out who's going to be first next. Valence is just waiting out. A little bit of a miscommunication with the team. They're looking at each other like, who's going next? Who's going first? Well, it looks like Cotton God, I guess, is drawn out first as Valence getting an opener on him. With the Vendetta, everything getting used. Blind to Valence and Cotton God looking to maybe live this. Trinket did come out for Cotton God as he goes for a cheap shot onto Valence. Trinket by is Cotton God dead? Cotton God just took a big heap of damage there for the Vendetta. And he still has a Vendetta, so Valence should be able to spot him. Sapped him? Oh no. Cotting does not have a trinket anymore. Kidney shot does get reset. Cotting might have to go for a heal. He doesn't have any health. This is going for damage. He's just going in all out. Does have a Battle Master trinket to give him extra health. Big cheap shot on Valence does go for a blind. Oh no. Cotting God was so low in health. Had to use Battle Master trinket just so he didn't die to the dots. And I think Valence... What? How'd you get... Did that sap break or was that the shortest sap ever? I think it was the shortest sap ever, right? I felt like Valence should have had him with a blind into a sap and then go for a full reset on the guy, right? Or am I wrong? Did he let the rogue get away? Maybe Valence let him get away thinking, you know what? I want to have more fun with this guy. It's only 8 minutes to do. It's only 20% dampener. You know what I mean? Maybe we can have some more fun. So Cotting God is given an opportunity to get a reset. On cooldowns, Cotting God got some CDs. He got dance windows, so he can go for a big setup. He doesn't really have defensives until 30 seconds from now. We will have Vanish, Trinket. No evasion, but still at least someone to work with. Valence, on the other hand, does have Cloak, and actually in 30 seconds he's going to be just as ready and steady as Cotting God is. Except Valence will have a Vendetta on top of it. Does get hit with a sap. I'm sorry I got quiet for the video purposes. That was 100 bones from my man DC. What? Yo, can we get a big old hashtag DC for 100 bones? Valence taking out Cotting God, by the way. Trying to doorway of shadows away from Cajun. It looks like Cajun? Looks like Cajun does get himself a nice charge in onto Valence. Does not have the interrupt onto the Door of Shadows. We'll see how single-minded Fury plays out. Trying to go for them Venthyr setups. Door of Shadows does disorient Valence. Does get him out. Trinkets with a blind. Boys, hashtag DC, by the way, for the $100 dono, my man. That is extremely generous of you. Thank you so much. That is a lot. I mean, you donate quite a bit on the streams regularly, too. That's a lot of bones in a single sitting though, my guy. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. That is a lot. That is a lot. Let's see. You're a generous guy, man. If you want it, one is done and I'll be happy with that one. Hope you're having a wonderfully beautiful day, my dude. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Seriously. That is a lot. Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate you. Yo, I'm gonna try to get back into the dueling commentating side, dude. I'm gonna try zone back in there, dude. Cajun, kind of out in the open. Not a lot of health roll to work with. At 33% dampen, and Valence just sneaks up on him. Trick out of not available for Cajun, does have himself in rage regeneration though, as Valence going in full blast damage onto Cajun. Does get a big heal once out of Valence. Does have a charge heal, but I don't think he's gonna have that much healing afterwards. Did get himself a little bit of that. Executes back to back to back. One is done, one and done. My mans, you donate a lot. You're extremely generous. Challenge accepted. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Look at this generous beauty. Big damage out of Motherboar though from Valence. Dropping out big damage onto the rogue cloak and evasion. Is that going to be enough though? It wasn't. Through evasion, belated justice, ignoring a defensive completely. Man, paladins are so strong, and they have a way for... Oh my god, DC. That's gonna be Z up next versus Motherboar. Drop it down. Last verdicts, as much damage as it can. Hodge of the Z will not actually choose to trick it late. It's gonna continue maximizing the value of them wings. Both of them playing the last verdict legendary. That's gonna be big hammers flying from far. Motherboar does drop down super low. Bubble does get activated as he try to go aggressive. Bubble for bubble here. Boys, can we get a hashtag DC in here? Maro versus DC. I think DC just won. My man, thank you so much, dude. Challenge lost. I can't get mad at that. I can't get mad at that at all. Big damage out of both of the powers. Looks like maybe Motherboar turning around onto Z. Does he have it? Oh, turning around onto Z at the end there. What is this? What's hashtag DC? Hashtag DC, by the way. And looks like Motherboar taking out Z. Who is going to be next? I think it's going to be Pooh. The Paladin from last week, man. I think last week was the first time we actually seen Pooh from Doomhammer. Versus Motherboar. Motherboar does not have a lot of defenses to really work with here. So Pooh should have himself a nice setup. Has every defense available. Looks like Blessing of Protection for some reason isn't there. But he has everything else. Big damage out of Motherboar. Try to force big bubble out of Pooh if he can. Pooh got himself lots of damage of his own. Bop available. Big damage to a Bop as the Paladins do have a lot of that holy damage. Yeah, Motherboar without a bubble is a sitting duck, man. That was nutty. That was nutty. Valence with 3 kills, man. Well done. Assassination Rogue doing well, but yo, I love that Death Knight just versus a sub rogue. And Death Knights, they're not the class with a lot of healing, but he played that super well against the rogue, man. I gotta give him credit, you know what I mean? Hell yeah, dude. Alright, boys, let's get another up and running. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Alex is ready. Who do we queue against Alex? DC, okay. No. Let's not do that, boys. Boys, let's not do that. Let the mans do what he wants to do. Don't tell him what to do. Oh no. Yo, donos give me anxiety, dude. Always have. I don't know why. I've learned to deal with it, but yeah, let's not test limits, please. They're legit give me anxiety, dude. I really do appreciate you guys. Generosity, I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you for anybody who contributes. Hell, whether you donate, whether you join as a member, whether you just subscribe to the channel, whether you just watch, hang out with the streams, chit chat, dude, I appreciate anything, man. Honestly, thank you guys. How do you play the camera cards, the camera controls? It's basically just like keybinds. I mean, it's like WASD to move the camera around. Actually, no, you can use WASD, but you can also use the mouse as well. So there's some thing you could do with WASD. I think like the up and down I do. Actually, no. So I used to operate with WASD, so you can't do it in there, but you can also do it with the mouse, like looking around, but it's like centered around an object, like kind of how the camera is centered around your character. But instead it'll be like, actually it'll be exactly like camera centered around the character. Yeah, so you kind of just orbit around them. Can I bandage these used? Yes, you can. That's part, yeah. If it's allowed to be used in arenas, you can do it. Yeah, bandages are fine. Many countries have families with their children, dude. That's true. That's what's up, man. Charity of Dalaran? Yo, let's not do that, dude. I'm a guy that plays video games, man. I feel like I already won the lottery as is. You don't give charity to lottery, do you? Alright, we gotta get Alex in here. Cracker needs to go. We gotta get Cracker in here. Belly is ready. Batch is ready. My party is ready. I don't know if he has a different group than Cracker. So we're gonna do like this. Silent and Kreiser, we're gonna give him a chance. We'll do like this, right? Cracker versus Belly. We'll do it like this. And then we'll go, I don't know if Botch has a group. If Botch is a different group than Kragar, then I'll push him out. Yes, different group. Okay. So we'll do it like this. Alex, Botch, Prizer, Silent. That's not going to work. So we'll probably do... Silent is going to have to go versus Belly or Kragar. And then Prizer is going to have to go against Kragar. Or Belly. One or the other. Tepo? Two people? Okay, cool. I'll get you guys in here as best I can. Let's do it like this. We'll organize it like this. Cool. We're in. Put it like that. Put it like that. And Chrysler's right here waiting. Tepo has a group. Silent Storm has a group. So you see, yeah, that'll work out. 5V5 1v1 group, 3 spots open. Yo, boys, feel free to advertise the chat groups on EU, man. Also let them know what the group name is. That might help them out. Like what to look for in LFG. But yeah, if you guys look up how to search for groups in LFG, there's a pin in the chat up above. Click the pin. It'll tell you exactly how to do it. It is on EU today, so you guys should be good, man. Fair enough. If Kren says sound is best, Dal gets a pizza, bro. Yo, come on, dude. I would say that either way, man. Come on, dude. Oh my God. Switch. We got ourselves team 1 with Morphe. Oh no, team. We got ourselves Kragar. We got Ildinolos. What was it? Indy. We'll call you Indy, like Indiana Jones, with Lex versus Titanius, hitting him with a breath and DC. Buying this man's a pizza. Yo, we got that big old hashtag DC in chat, my man. It's like, yo, if Grant says sound is the best. Grant says sound is the best. That means here's pizza. Thanks so much, my guy, man. Yo, hashtag DC boys. So buy this man's a pizza while Titanios is buying a one-way ticket to the graveyard, one-way ticket to Shadowlands itself. Lex is sending him there personally. The guy's like, oh, you mean like you'll open a mage portal, right? He's like, nope. I got other methods, guy. Lex going for that big setup of Titanios with, that's gotta be your boy Archeorc. Meeting him out in the open arena, hit him with a breath. It's gonna be chicken for Legs. Interrupt for interrupt, actually. Both mages locking each other out, with Arky still trying to get that setup. Gonna be the shortest setup for the Ring of Frost. Is gonna put a slow into Lex either way. Ulti time up for Lex. Does he still keep the ulti time? Arky trying to remove it as best as he can, trying to peel it. I think he was able to. I think he was successfully able to get rid of the ulti time. Is Arky 5? It is 5 for 5, man. Both of them are number 5 in the keyboard. F5 and normal 5. Big damage out of Lex, and Arky is going to prevent him with that breath, man. He got the breath mint, just hits him with that minty. Actually, more like a spicy breath. More like a peppermint. Hits him with that spicy breath. Just kind of make him, whoa, back up for a second. Lex and Arky do get away from each other, but Lex getting the shifting power off, where Arky got interrupted on his shifting power. So the cooldowns are going to be an advantage of Lex. At least, oh, actually, yes, they are. He got a full combust and everything. Intro Poly onto Arky. Big combust available. Ice block coming in for Arky as he sees the big combustion damage coming down. Meteor, everything. I guess he decided, you know what? I might as well. Frostbolts are going to hit Archeorc. Is he going to try to steal the combustion? That's still there for a second. They yoink combustion from each other for a second. And Arky needs to wait until his big combustion is available. Dropping the Meteor onto Lex's head. Who's going to walk out of that Nova. That's going to be Arky and Lex separated for at least a second, but Lex, he's ready to go, dude. He's ready to get back in there. He's ready just to end the duel yesterday. But it's going to be a bit until his combustion is back. Arky does have combust coming up very, very soon. Again, Lex going to interrupt Arky on a nature cast, which puts him in a position where he can get polymorphed and everything. He's not locking him out on powerful damage spells or CC. He's locking him out on the main Covenant ability for the cooldown reduction element. Lex trying to make the ulti time work for him. It looks like he will be able to use ulti time. Not much health gain there, but at least he's the one getting shift in power. So that's how he's thinking of winning. He wants to out CD Archeorc, get more combustions, so it's going to force more cooldowns on Arky, and eventually it's going to be enough, man. Eventually it's going to be enough. Maybe, potentially. Arky does have himself ulti time, but he won't have that ulti time for combustion anymore. Big Meteor onto Lex. It looks like Lex actually didn't bust out of the breath. I think it's a shield that kept him in the breath while the Meteor hit his head. And Lex does have combustion in 16 seconds. Archie has a full combustion ready if he wants to go. Is he gonna do it though? Meteor coming down, big combust available. Is Lex gonna try to see if he can yoink it? Does have ult time for it. Is Archie gonna try to rip ult time? He's trying to see if he can deal with the ult time. Does remove it. Lex has shields available for now though. Shifting power up for Archeorc. Lex does pop a trinket there. And Lex looking like he's going to be able to go for a big combust, go onto Archie, hopefully very, very soon. Archie popping a trinket here. His mana is kind of low from all those spell steals that he had to do to try to deal with the ult time. Actually had some pressure onto Lex for the time being. But does Archeorc know there is a full combustion waiting for him on the other end of the pillar? Does he know? Does he realize? Because Lex just needs to go for a big go. Archie better be careful here. He better start setting up a way to deal with it. Breath by Lex, big combustion to go. Trying to see if he can deal with that combust. Lex still holding on to it for now, but isn't able to do the big damage. Getting locked out on nature. Looks like his combust wasn't able to make the most damage happen. Trying to see if he might still be able to punish Archeorc for now. It looks like both of the mages are a little bit of a standstill. With Archie, not a lot of mana. Lex, not a lot of mana left. They actually just drained the mana. With a Greater Pyre Blast into Archie. Does not have a shield for it. Cauterize getting used here. Could be huge right now for Lex. And Archie is still holding on to the shields. Able to get a shift in power. So he's going to be able to get defenses and offenses back a little quicker. Only a minute left on an ice block for Archie. Lex still holding on to his ice block. So Archie is actually just out of defenses completely to deal with this situation. Trying to see if he might be able to get some food. Lex walking in. Pre-applying that alter time in case he needs mobility or defenses to deal with Archeorc. Is going to hit him with a at least hoping to hit him with a meteor. Archie does have combustion coming up very, very soon. Could he do something with that combustion versus Lex? Could he force out everything? Lex has cauterize. He has ice block. Maybe he could make something work here. As Archie is trying to get himself a bit of a reset, just waiting for cooldowns or something. He has a combust. Maybe just he doesn't have the mana to actually get the ability to sit. There goes the combust. Legs hit him with a breath, trying to avoid the combust as best possible. Using the night for mobility, and Archeorc is left on fire, but nowhere to channel this fire, nowhere to channel the primal forces at all. And Lex has been able to avoid him completely. And Lex should have a combust of his own ready too. With Archie, well, Iceblock is back up actually. If Lex can somehow force an Iceblock out of Archeorc and just bust through him. Looks like he's got Ice Block here as early as he can. Get that bit of that soothing heal from the Ice Block for now. And Lex will not be able to use that combustion to just finish him off just yet. 6 minutes into the duel. Dampening finally starting to roll at the 7% mark. Greater Pie available. Actually, Lex shrinking it out of it before it happens. Making sure to lock down Archeorc in a poly. As he wants to be the one putting pressure onto Archeorc. Still has plenty of shields to work with here. Shifting power available for Lex. Archeorc looking to get himself a big old G-Pie rolling. Meteor right after. But it's going to be a bit of a standstill between those two, dude. But without combustion, without Meteor, without a big setup, it looks like mages just don't have nearly as much of like that burst nuke potential on 1v1 for each other. So it's just them kind of messing around, spell stealing each other's buffs until somebody makes a misplay with their shields. But if no one makes a misplay, it really comes down to a chess game of cooldowns. Who gets those CDs back up first, who gets them last. That's going to be G-Pie getting set up for Archie. Going to make something happen off it. Ring of Frost onto Lex. Is going to get himself at least a Fireball. Does get himself that Rune of Power too. Probably should stay in the Rune of Power to make the damage happen. Lex with the Alter Time. Looks like that hasn't been ripped off him. Actually, yes it has. Because he would have been returned back to where he was supposed to be. Looks like Archie does remove it. Combust available for Lex very, very soon. Very, very soon. Archeorc has a combust of his own. And only an Ice Block available for Lex. Actually, no. Lex has every defensive. G-Pie, maybe a combust, seeing a big go. Gonna be Lex with an immediate Ice Block. Big heal to regen some of his health. And Archie just has, again, just the same trick. Has a massive Roaring Flame ready. But an Ice Block just stops him, prevents him from being able to play the game whatsoever. Or really get any value. Archeorc is just making sure to spam out his mana as best as possible, dude. He's spell stealing left and right. Big combust available for Lex. It looks like he's in the same position. This guy completely Nova'd out. Can't catch up to Archie on these big cooldowns. That is super unfortunate. That just goes to show you just how tanky mages are, man. They can't even bust through each other's defensives without full, big, all-in damage, man. Honestly. What's up, Sam? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Sorry, I don't say. Oh no. 146 here. Go drop a like. Only 26. Let's get it. Bring it up. Yo, let's go, boys. I'm down for it. Big Poly trying to come out for Lex onto Archie. This is going for big spell steals onto Archeorg. Just trying to make sure he's cleaning them off all the dots. Trinket coming in for Archeorg is gonna have to wait it out until Lex is a big go. Oh, DC, my man. My mans. My dude. Oh my god. That's a lot, dude. Oh my god. My guy. That's a lot of moolah in a single stream. Do you know that? My man. We got a hashtag DC in chat, boys. Thanks so much, my man. Appreciate you, my dude. Beautiful butterfly. You are a beautiful butterfly, DC. Seriously, dude. That's a lot of dodos. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Majors Mage is so boring, IMO. Majors Mage is very much a chess match. That's what it really comes down to. Archeorg with a big combustion. Lex trying to get away. All the time does pull him back to a good position. Arche still has massive damage, but a polymorph is going to suppress it. And Lex has a full combustion available in just a few seconds. By the time he finishes the Greater Pyro, he's going to have the full go. Is he going to go for it? Looks like he isn't. He's going to wait it out for a moment. Maybe he's waiting for Arche to spell steal as many buffs as he can. And then when he's out of mana, he can just go for a big combustion to make sure that the combust does not get ripped off. Maybe does the play. Who knows, honestly. Lex trying to make a big play right now. Big combust breath available for Archeorg. But does have the Ice Bucket in order to prevent the damage. We've been going as a mage versus mage for a while now. Ice Bucket, Cauterize, all those things are up, man. Everything is available for the both of them. Actually, Lex has an Ice Bucket available very, very soon. Both of them have a Cauterize. But they're just so tanky, man. Blizzard trying to nerf the mages and tanking us. 10 minutes to the duel, 31% dampening, man. They're still at it. Still fighting one another. No groups open in the EU. There should be some. I'll scare you again tomorrow. Oh my god, dude. My mans. Take it easy, DC, man. Take it easy on me, my dude. But yo, really, really appreciate the nose guy. I really do appreciate it, my man. Thanks so much, my dude. Really, really generous of you. For real. Check it for Archeorg as Lex tried to go for an invis. Yeah, we're just waiting until Lex pops off or if Archeorg makes a big play. What are the cooldowns looking like? What are the cooldowns looking like? Big shit in the power for Lex. As Archeorg trying to deal with the damage here. Trying to land a Scorch on the Lex. Fireball available for the mage though. It looks like it's just going to be still more of that standstill. Just trying to spell steal each other's buffs, dude. This is like Hada mage duels when they were just spell stealing buffs and shields from one another. That's what a lot of the ones mage duels were. At least when an arcane mage was involved, just a lot of spell stealing, just back and forth. Archeorg got himself big combustion ready, trying to make some damage happen. And Sam, yeah, I'm making the people say better. Yo, my man, I'm just playing some video games. I'm glad you guys' days. If you guys are enjoying the stream, if you guys are enjoying the entertainment, be sure to give the stream likes. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my guy. Gonna be big damage out of Archeorg because Lex hits him with an over, trying to go for a big old Ring of Frost. Hits him with a breath. Lex is actually super low on health. Actually could just go down and Scorch executes. Does get a big old freeze onto Arche. He does not have a Trinket. Cauterize is available if he needs to. Big combust out of Lex. I think he's just trying to go for an all-in. Cauterize procs for Archeorg. It looks like he's going to be going down finally. Does have Ultra Charm, but I don't think it's going to help him there at all. And Lexagor does take him out. Took a little bit of time. But he did take him out. Breath onto Amideki. Trinkets out, and it's going to be Lex hitting him with a Nova. With a little bit of a Counter-Strike totem. Was that a Counter-Strike? With Amideki? It doesn't look like Amideki is a grounding, so he has to be Counter-Strike totem on that one. That's at least what it looked like. It's either grounding or it's Counter-Strike. Or capacitor totem, because it is air totems. Lex trying to see if he can light a poly ultra, but he does get to do so. No Trinket available, and actually Lex could strip off his Earth Shield if he wanted to. Probably should, otherwise there's going to be some freebie healing. Getting the Fire Elemental up and running. Trying to go for a big Lava Burst setup. Lex is taking the Flame Shock and the Primordial Wave buff and just running away with it, man. Doesn't want to let the Shaman get himself a big old go at all. We're hitting that 13-minute mark very, very soon, boys. 48% dampener. Light Lasso does have a normal blink for it, so Lex actually has a way to deal with the CC from Amadehi. Has a control in the fight completely. That's going to be a big old freeze with the Ring of Frost. Trying to see if he can get himself up a G-Pi. Looks like he is going to be able to get himself up a G-Pi. Maybe lots of damage out of that one. Does he have anything to combo? Meteor is up if he needs to do it, but does get the interrupt onto the Fleshcraft. And Aminek should have himself a go very, very soon, right? Certain power up for Lex, gotta get cooldowns back and faster. I mean, he might just be able to go full on blown damage. Lex taking out the totems, making sure those don't get any play at all. Big damage with a combustion, and Nami he just gets completely crushed under the meteor. Next up is gonna be healing Johnny. I want to call him Healing Johnny. Up next as a Boomy. Big damage, big convoke. Does get interrupted by Lex, but still has access to at least nature spells in order to get some damage rolling. Actually, is what spell school is your convoke? Is it arcane or is it nature? Actually, that is a good question. When you get interrupted on convoke, is it arcane or is it nature? Because you should have access to at least the other, unless it's astral, and then it's both nature and arcane. But I don't think I've ever really seen Boomies get locked out if you interrupt them on that. Pretty sure you always see some kind of damage afterwards anyway, at least some sort of dots. Could be wrong on that one though. Lex trying to get whatever food he can. Healing Johnny though, not letting him do, just harassing the guy. Certain power is available for the mage. Trying to see if he might be able to get himself a combust. So far he's been able to make a big play as soon as the combustion is ready. Healing Johnny with a basket breath by Lex. Drink it immediately for healing. That's gonna try to see if he can get a knockback to Lex. Lex setting up a Ring of Frost, trying to make sure he bunkers down in that side of the arena. And Healing Johnny does still have himself regrowth, 60% dampening, so not a lot of healing is going to be able to be gotten from it, but still getting some sort of healing. Lex unable to really sit down and eat food at all. Also, did Lex blink into a wall? He did blink into a wall to get himself a shield. Interesting. Breath into Healing Johnny. Lex has a big combust very, very soon, but he's not able to take on those Star Surges back to back. He actually just cannot take the damage from the Star Surges. Has himself all the time in order to at least reposition. And Healing Johnny is on the prowl chasing after the guy. Does he get a clean invis? I don't think he does. I don't think he does without Star falling on him. Lex hit himself a big go onto Johnny. He needs a breath into a ring. Does he get it? Breath? Does he get the ring? Because there goes the combust here. G-Pi, combust, meteor, everything could be huge damage. Does pre-barks get it? Gonna be big damage out of Lex. Roar by Healing Johnny. Fire Blast still makes it through as he trinkets out of the roar. And Belly is up next, leaping in. Big Blaze Storm onto Lex. This needs one more hit. This is literally one more hit. Ice Block available for Lex. Shadow Throw is available for the Warrior. The Cauterize keeping Lex alive. I even didn't look that he had Cauterize available by this point. Is he going to be able to blast his way through a Fury Warrior? Because these guys are not going to be that easy. A proper reflect by Belly. Wait, that was such a good knockdown with the Night Fae. The Ancient Aftershock just chunking out Lex. Lex thought, you know what, actually has health. And then the Aftershock came out. It's like, well, all that is gone. Stormbolt does get traded with the breath. In that execute range, all the time is up for Lex. And try to get a bomber from the Belly. Belly could have went for reflect on that one, maybe. Actually, would it be a good idea? Because then Lex would have gotten himself... Actually, I guess he will reflect. Do some damage. I was going to say, if Belly goes for a polymorph reflect onto Lex, he does get a full heal. Oh, does get hit with a freeze. Trying to leap over the ring. I feel like normally you leap over the ring, you're fine. But he kind of went next to the ring as on the downturn of that leap. Big Storm Bolt on Lex. Does have a blink for it. Belly did drop down and reflect for a second. Lex trying to get some CDs back. Images are available, so he does have some DR if Belly ever gets next to Lex. And Belly still has a bit of health actually for now. No trinket though, so a big old setup by Lex could be really bad for him. Reflect is still a pretty big play for Belly. If he reflects a G-Pi into Lex, I think Lex is just dead. If he can line up a good G-Pi setup, big Kabusta coming out, does he? Oh! The Meteor at the very end! Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, didn't Lex go for a 1v5? I think it's a 1v5 2 Night Fae though, right? Unless I'm wrong on that one. I'm pretty sure 2 Night Fae with a pod, isn't it? Was it? Or did somebody leave as they were like, you know what, I'm probably dead. Alright, bail. I guess that could be potentially the play too. Alrighty boys, let's get another up and running, yeah? Kragar and Belly just... No. Kragar and Belly... Who just played? I think it was it Cracker, Steam, and Belly? It was Belly there. Was it Cracker? I think it was just one guy that got to play. All right, then I think it's going to be Batch and Alex. Kryzen needs to go against somebody. Did Kryzen and Cracker go to play? Teppo also has a group. I think we'll do it something like this. Belly versus Storm. I guess we could also throw... Belly and Kryzen played each other, so we could do it like this. We could do it like this. How does that sound? There's multiple ways how I could organize it. We gotta organize it like that, okay? We're just gonna do it like that. I just gotta make a decision there. I love sound. What's up, Atherman? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Ather say he loves sound. Tell him. Sit us down, man. Stop on this here, dude. What's up, Ather? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Hope you're having a good one. Oh, yeah, boys. I made a montage of, Oh. %10 overall damage reduction to all tanks. Vengeance and Demon Hunter Vengeance bug. Recent players of the Demon Hunter seem to be receiving... My man! Oh my god. My dude, 100 bones wasn't enough. Now it's like, how many 20 bone donos now? DC! Athel loves sound. I am who? Athel highs you food? Buys you food? Is that what it is? Yo, can we get a hashtag DC? Yo, Athel, apparently you did something, man. Apparently you did something. Thanks so much, Athel. It's yet another pizza, dude. I'm gonna be the pizza guy. I'm gonna go from Dalaran the Rogue to Dalaran the Pizza Man. Just one pizza a day keeps... Well, I don't know what away. The women? As we become an amorphous blob eventually. Try to speak French. Baguette. That's all I got for you, my guy. Oh my god. So what is this? Well, Special Edition is overperforming in raid dungeon content. We prefer to wait and rein them in until next major patch brings all the new challenges, different gear, and other changes to shake up balance. This is because even if we are improving overall balance, meteor nerfs can cause entire groups to potentially struggle with raid dungeon content. I agree with that one. Could previously complete with an issue, especially true for tanks world. However, because of the magnitude of this bug, we combined it with extensive feedback with the current strength of Vengeance relative to all the tank classes, we feel that we need to act quickly. Therefore, we plan to fix this bug during scheduled weekly mentions next week, March 30th. So they're planning to fix the bug on healing to reduce the impact of Vengeance tanks in their groups. We plan to make an additional change to offset the bug fix. We also want to address the feedback we've heard of overall tanks of our ability and Shadowlands, especially in Mythic Keystones. With the fix, Vengeance Demon Hunter bug will increase the Vengeance Demon Hunter passive demonic wars by 5%. In most situations, physical damage constitutes most of the damage tanks suffered by tanks, so the result will be a manageable increase to total damage taken in Vengeance Demon Hunter. So demonic words, is that for all damage or just magic damage? We'll also adjust all other tanks' specializations passives, Veteran Third War, Blood Death Knights, and all those other passives to reduce damage taken by 10%. Interesting. So tanks are getting beefed up by 10%, and Vengeance Demon Hunters are going to have a bug fix with a slight buff to hopefully not upset too much what's going on in the meta. I'm okay with that. Interesting. Where are you from? Original Russia. Let's get Alex and Bach in here next. Alex and Bach. Bachi. Wait, is it Bach? There's Bach. This is up next. Teppo and Kryzer after. Krager and Silent afterwards, and we'll get Belly with somebody. I know Kryzer ready. I know we're trying to get you guys in here. Next week I'll start clearing. Exactly! After, yeah. If you're a tank that's not a Demon Hunter, you should be really happy about this change. But chair just broke. I'm sorry to hear that about Broton. Hopefully you can find something you can sit on. Hopefully it didn't break completely. Also, Dal, congrats on the Mythic. Yo, thank you, boys. I will probably make the kill for Sire live on the channel in a bit. Because I was like, I originally made this Sire kill video, and I didn't make it live on the channel at all, but I'll probably make it live anyway, just because I put in effort and work into it, and I'll probably just make a video out of it. Yeah, I have a Sire kill video, and I was about to link it to you guys. I was thought to myself, maybe I should just make it public. Just make it public on the channel, so I'll probably have it really get re-uploaded and re-released on the channel publicly for everybody. But yeah, I'm gonna push rating? Probably, now that Sire progression is over. Probably. Depends if my healer wants to play, or I'll need to find some boys to play with. Maybe Boom wants to do stuff together. Twitch. We got ourselves Team 1 together with Dirks on that team. We also got ourselves Asher. We got ourselves Advo with first up. It's going to be Christina, a little bit away from Puza. And Unstoppable on this team as well. Christina already getting chased by the Demon Hunter. I suppose it went in for a full metamorphosis already. It looks like he's going to back up. Looks like he couldn't find the cat. Shadow Meld for Puza while Immolation Aura is up. Christina walks next to the Immolation Aura. That could be bad. I thought he AoE'd him for a second. It's going to be Meteor Trinket into and imprison. Christina getting hit with an I-beam, interrupting Puza. Big carrying setup available for Christina though. Does Puza have a defensive? Doesn't have a blur or nothing. Stunner to Christina. Big wants to go for big damage. He wants to go for such big damage. Darkness available for Puza. Can he make the big damage go into Christina? Trying to go for first aid while invulnerability is up. Oh my goodness, this is so weird. Puza trying to make himself a big play versus Christina. Is he going to be able to? Is going to be able to keep Christina in combat with a glaive toss at least. Puza needs himself a perfect lineup. Christina with a stun, big bites. Does Puza have a chance here? Into a root right after Christina BMing him with a root ras. BMing the boy with a ras. Oh my goodness. Yo, Puza can get a nice... Oh, there it goes. Christina was not going to let the Demon Hunter play at all, dude. I was expecting a big go from Demon Hunter because they do have like a big burst go right now in the game. Like a big one-shot. But Christina knew everything about it, dude. I think I mentioned that Christina's playing Kyrian as a Pharaoh right now. How's that feeling for you, fam? Big Kyrian go. I guess we'll get to see it firsthand versus Mary. As thorns are up for Christina, big damage are available. And he's going to shank this up a little bit with his Shield of Vengeance. As Mary watching Christina bail out of there, chasing after the cat. Nice Ursul's Vortex for Christina. Great for control of enemy characters. Great for control. And Mary does survive the go from Christina. But I guess that wasn't like the biggest go. I guess the biggest go would be with the Feral Frenzy and Berserk, like the full 5 comp point setup opener. That probably would be the big go, right? So we're gonna have to wait until Christina has that. But you no longer have Convoke, which is like the all-in button. But you have more burst opportunities, in my opinion. Big wings available for Mary. Is he gonna activate Seraphim? It looks like he's maybe potentially trying to set something up. Final verdict is up. No Seraphim this time by the looks of it. Maybe he decided to change his go. Bubble as Christina pops the wall and just goes counter-aggressive off of Mary. Mary does get himself a little bit of re-heal there. Are we going to be seeing a legendary, the Guardian of Itchy Kings legendary for Mary? The Guardian legendary? Potentially. Big bash by Christina. Kieran is available. Mary has forbearance on him. Is that going to be enough, actually? Big defensive for Mary. Does get himself Word of Glory. Second one to go right after. Getting a lot of heals as well as wings coming in clutch. And Christina trying to see if he can claw his way to victory. No more defenses unless the Barkskin is hiding somewhere in them cooldowns. Big Swiftman, though. I do like that. Now, when you're no longer Restoration of Fury, do you still have in Frenzy Region? I don't remember if you do or don't. I think you do. I think if anything, I know the Conduit. There's a Conduit when you drop low in health. It will activate Frenzy Region, but do you get a baseline? Or is that only in Rest of Affinity? I could be wrong. Because in Dungeons and Raids, Druids, I guess they do use Frenzy Region, but not as much. Right? You don't regularly use it, maybe in like high-end keys. Like at 15 is not really. Man. Mary so far hasn't really been able to do much to break into Christina's tough exterior. Has Ballistic Protection as well as Shield of Vengeance if he needs defenses. Barkskin available for Christina. Just I think he's waiting off until maybe Mary is in a better position. Or maybe Christina's just looking for some cooldowns. Does get Hodged in cat form out of the bear. Big damage available for Mary. That's going to be a big heal for Christina with a Frenzy Regen emergency healing available. And does have Berserk. He's not going to be able to do much against the Bop here. Unless he can somehow Cyclone or Root it. So Christina is kind of going to have to wait this out. Did he use the Kyrian setup there too? He did get himself the big setup with Berserk and everything. He might actually have the Berserk by the time the Bop is off. So that's going to be back-to-back bites of Christina. It still could be really deadly. Thorns available for the Feral. Mary does not want to walk at him. Has Shield of Vengeance as well as Wings. So he really could make Shield of Vengeance do a far more damage with Wings. And I think he just might. Wings available. Christina could have that backsplash damage from Thorns. I think he might have disabled Thorns in the last second. Is going to leap away. Big Swiftman heal with the Ursul's trying to keep the Paladin slowed. That's one thing every class can do. Is at least somehow, some way, try to slow the Paladin so just peel him off you as best as you can. But it's definitely a tough fight for Christina right now. Definitely a tough one. Mary does have a chicken back up though. So it could be a really good go for him. Because he'll be able to prevent a go from Christina. He plays a trinket properly. That still could be maybe an overwhelming amount of damage regardless. But we'll see. Christina hanging out in stealth. Being very, very cautious. waiting for the moment to strike. Does not get procced out of stealth. In consecration, big Kyrian setup available. Chicken for both of them. And Christina got the big go wings up for Mary. So she'll be able to use those wings defensively. Try to make some offensive power back to Christina. That's going to be Hand of Freedom. Will he be able to chase up to the Feral Druid? As it looks like Christina did catch up on a lot of health. 34 seconds left before Mary gets bubble back up. So Christina really does have a ticking clock right now. Can you do enough damage in order to take down Mary before the bubbles back up? Hodges to Christina is going to give 5 seconds for Mary free. Actually, rather like 6. That's going to be a big heal, emergency heal available for Christina. Can he get himself a big setup? 15 seconds on a bubble. Big bite to Mary. Does have himself a Word of Glory available. Shield of Vengeance should keep him alive for a little bit longer. Christina does get wall back, but Mary is 100% going to have a bubble back up now. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer game. Christina is going to have to go for a little bit more of an endurance-based match here versus Mary, as they're having a lot of the back and forth, and Mary is playing the defensive legendary. Big bite of Christina, forcing out a bubble out of Mary pretty early with wings too. She's going to be able to get a lot of healing, but as for damage, I'm not really sure, especially now that Christina has wall available and everything. Stick it back into the cat form, thorns available to try to see if maybe we can just end the deal right here. Mary does have real wings coming up in just a moment. Could use them anytime he wants to. But a lot of the damage Mary is doing to Christina, though, is just going to have those thorns attached to it. This is going to be really, really bad to just keep hammering at the Feral at that point. Wings available for Mary. Christina going for the bash. Is going to be a bite right after, but looking for that reset. Is that going to be a root? Does get a root onto Mary. Hand of Freedom activated pretty quickly. And Mary might get to go for a lot of self-heals here, man. As soon as the Feral is out of the window, out of line of sight, in stealth, go for that self-heals, man. You have to catch back up. No more bubble. Shield of Vengeance available in 15 seconds. Christina is looking pretty good right now aggressively. As for defensives, there's more that we could say there. But Mary is just going to have to find a way to deal with this. Shield of Vengeance might be enough. Maybe the self-heals might be enough. Big opener by Christina. Shrink it immediately for Mary. Shield of Vengeance first global. Thorns is up, and that's going to be Christina's emergency heals activated. As a blessing, as a Shield of Vengeance procs back to him. Big damage out of Christina. Potentially could maybe stay in. Decides to actually back up. Big damage onto Mary. Has Word of Glories back to back to keep himself afloat. Barkskin used by Christina no longer has any offensive pressure here. It looks like Mary might be able to whittle Christina down. I think the Feral is out of options. Hodge, no way out of it unless you have an emergency heal of any sort. I think it's over. Maybe a good proc from Mary. That's it. Christina does have a swoop, man. Trying to go for as many heals as possible. The Kirin Sipping Cup does come into play here. That's going to be able to get a rune to Mary. Trying to go for the Cyclo. Does land it. At least preventing Mary from being able to get himself a full re-heal for the time being. And will allow Christina a direct guarantee for a reset. Does not get to do a opener properly there with a rake. Went for a skull bash at the very beginning there. Super unfortunate. Mary being very, very careful with the thorns as best as he can. Big damage by Christina. And Mary again super careful with those thorns. Seeing the Kyrian burst. Very, very careful of it. Big bite by Christina. Can he go for another bite right after? Does he have it? I don't think he does. He's still trying to make it happen. He's trying to crack through the tough plate exterior of Mary the Paladin. But the Word of Glory just keep coming. And he still has a defensive in the back pocket. So he hasn't even went into that big danger zone just yet. Wings available for Mary. Christina looking for a bit of a bash. Building the comp points. And I think in this hammer justice is over. The Feral had a good run, but Mary taking him out. Man, that was a long duel between the two. Feral versus a Paladin, man. Two hybrid classes with a ton of healing. Feral's a tough man. Feral's a really, really healy. But so is Mary, dude. There's a lot of heals just left and right. Advo up next. Playing that Affliction, actually. That's an interesting one. I don't think we've seen Affliction Warlock much in these duels. But it's going to be Advo going in with big cooldowns immediately. Full Haze buff with Dark Soul as well as a Dark Layer up. And Mary is behind the pillar, not taking the biggest damage quickly. But he is taking a lot of dot damage over time. Able to heal through majority of it. And also he has the Dark Layer to build the Holy Power from. And I would just making sure to retain all those dots on Mary as best as possible. He's taking a bit of damage here, man. He's melting little by little. He's just not taking the damage in a big bulk. And now that the cooldowns are over, is Adver going to be able to do much here? Maybe the Malefic Rapture. If you can get Mary out in the open, fear him or Mortal Call him out. Hit him with a couple of Malefic Raptors. He might have the burst in order to be able to do something to Mary. But it looked like that was a lot of his burst just kind of there. Reflect out for Adva in case the Hodge comes out. But let's say he's not going to go for it just yet, boys. Dal is the greatest commentator in Arena ever. He knows everything. Tyrant, yes or no? Tyrant, is that a question? That's a question for you, my man. What are you thinking, dude? What are you thinking? Big fear by Advo. Trying to get some damage onto Mary with a mortar coil. That's going to be a Hodge exchange by the two. And Advo just needs to go for a bit of the mobility. Trying to maintain the dots. Malefic Raptures are coming in. And oh my goodness, the damage those Ruptures are doing are actually quite significant. Look at that. Like those 4 Ruptures, he was actually getting some pressure with the ticking dot damage on top of it. Like, that's a nice punchy burst. If you can get a bunch of those back-to-back with full cooldowns, that'd be huge. He's going to be able to get a UA onto Mary. At least he's just waiting out for a bit. Those dots are going to be good, especially as we're getting into the dampening. For Mary, eventually, he's going to have a hard time dealing with it, especially when he's staying out in the open. And Adver just keeps kiting him around. Just keeps kiting him around completely with the curse of exhaustion, too. Fear onto Mary is standing in the rune that lets him free cast without worries of getting interrupted. And Adver trying to go for a bit of a drain life, which also has a bit of a burst mechanic for Mary. Another fear. He can just keep fearing him, make sure the dots are on him the whole time. Hand of Freedom finally available for the Paladin. Actually, he doesn't even need Curse of Exhaustion, does he? Every time he puts a Corruption into slow. So eventually Mary is going to have to, he's going to fit behind on the healing. And you can see Mary's health is just having a hard time recovering. At 40% dampening, Mary's health is definitely having a hard time recovering while the dots are in full swing. So he's able to get himself some healing here and there, but not much. And Adver is going to send out a Shavara. I wonder why that's the better choice. Maybe he's hoping to go for a pet sacrifice eventually in Shavara, or just trying to go for CC so he doesn't have to worry about fears. But he's going to have the Shavara out in the middle. Just waiting now for the Paladin. Maybe he's going to use it to maybe catch the Mary out in the open away from a pillar. Maybe that's the play. Because he does have it at an angle. And Mary just looking to extend the game. I feel like Mary could just went in and just got a nuke down Advo a year ago. There goes the succubus. You see as the wings come out, and Advo is going to have himself that as a defensive. Oh my goodness, dude. DC, my man.
Tyrant said you need your nails done, so here.
I need my nails done? Sounds good, my dude. Yo, DC, my man. You've been extremely generous today, my guy. Wait. DC. My dude. That's a lot of donos. Bro, that's 200, man. You realize it, right? I really do appreciate it, my guy. I really do appreciate it. But thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dude. I really do appreciate it. My guy. That's a lot. Insane. Just saying. Oh my goodness, dude. Thank you so much, DC. I appreciate you, my guy. That's really generous. Go ahead. Hashtag DC. Seriously, hashtag DC. This man's dropped what looks like 200 big bones in this channel. On this channel. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you. That's extremely generous of you. That's extremely generous of you. For a guy that plays video games all day, that's a lot of moolah. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate you. Seriously. Mary, unable to catch with that, but he's either going to hit with the slows or it's going to be a cat form soul shape just running around. Hand of Freedom is the only saving grace, dude, but with the mortar call running in the other direction. Mary, no wonder he hangs out by the pillars all the time, man. That's a decent drain life. Not the biggest burst I've ever seen of any class, but that's a decent drain life. Especially with the haze buff. He has a stun onto Mary, just walking away with Reflect. If he can line up a Reflect on that Hodge, that'd be perfect. He doesn't get to do it this time, but at least he's approaching Mary either way. He's going to have the pet on the side, hit him with succubus CC, and he's going to have to redot him back up. It looks like UA breaks any kind of CC, does it? I think UA used to break it back in BFA, but I don't know if he has that same like initial damage element to it anymore. Does he? Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Been a bit, man. But it kind of is lame that it breaks. It looks like Adwood just has the pet out in the middle just for the succubus CC. He doesn't even care for the pet damage. He doesn't want to give Mary an extra target to build holy power off of. He just wants it for the extra CC from time to time. Which means that Adwood is losing out on damage if he doesn't play sack. But in moments like this, when he gets hit with a Hodge, there could be a succubus CC to stop it. Mary trying to make some damage happen. Wall available for Advo. Does get a fear onto Mary. And maybe should be able to make some damage happen. Big Train Life recovering quite a bit of health. That's going to be yet another fear. Goes against it, actually. Goes around it. Waiting now for the rebuke to come out for the paladin. Once he can do the rebuke, he'll be in a good spot. He's gonna get the UAs back up. As Mary has a full defensive setup, man. Every defensive available. Rapture's coming through, doing quite a bit of damage. Someone casting circle is getting used by Adva. Gonna be a succubus C right here. Mary does get hit. Wait, does succubus C, does that remove UA? Does that actually cause UA to proc the damage? That's actually kind of nuts if it does. Adva taking quite a lot of damage from Mary. Trinket popping by the paladin. It's gonna go for the dark layer play with all the dots. Straight life available. Adva just doesn't really have a lot to deal with in terms of defensives. And that's gonna be Mary with that defensive Guardian of Ancient Kings. Procking SC drops super low. Man, that was a long duel between the Warlock and the Paladin, man. Those guys just, I mean, Mary just hanging on the pillow the whole time, just healing. And Lasso is how he died. Oh my goodness. After that long of a game, Lasso is how it ends. Botch, you're going to be up next, trying to see if you can make a bit of a play here. Opening up on the Fire Elemental, actually, to maybe get some combo points, getting a full kidney shot onto Unstoppable. It's going to give himself the Ventier setup. Trying to make the most damage happen by the looks of it. And Unstoppable does have a wall for this. Trying to keep a Flame Shock and a Frost Shock on Debaucher, but the Rogue is going to get away regardless. You can't stop a Rogue when they're trying to get away, man. Especially with the dots, and you get the shield every time you pop in the cell. Even if you have dots on you, it's 100% guarantee, man. Actually 100% guaranteed. Gonna be the Earth Elemental slapping him down for a second. That's gonna be Unstoppable trying to make as much damage happen outside of that stun. Cheap shot by Bocce. Unstoppable does have an Elemental wall to deal with the damage. And is trying to see if he can get himself a healing surge. Is that going to be interrupted? Interrupted into a Fleshcraft, and the Unstoppable should be A-okay. Massive shield at 71% dampening. That's a pretty decent shield. With a 20% DR while the shield is crafting, that's really good. Trinkets out of that blind immediately. Bocce does get himself a reset. Get a shot on Unstoppable. He's going to try to get himself a Stormkeeper. Could he be an interrupt by the Rogue? Does have a Cloak of Shadows. Unstoppable needs to get himself a heal. It looks like Bocce just dumpstered him with as much damage, just dumping down Shadow Strikes over and over into Bocce with a Cloak of Shadows, just waiting to interrupt a heal. That was super unfortunate at the end there, as Unstoppable just came in. No health available at the very, very end of that run. Just trying to either go for damage or for healing. Asher picking up the eyes, and Bocce is there to meet him with a sap as soon as that happens. And Asher tried not to let Bocce get away at all. It looks like Bocce is going to go for a bit of a reset himself completely. Actually going to go for a reset. Could Asher catch him? Asher catch him. So too close for Ash catch him. Could Asher catch him? Oh my, oh, that's a lot. First of all, that scared me. DC, first of all, that scared me. Second, that's a lot.
This is to buy Amani Petty for Chicago. He likes it.
This is to buy a Manny Petty for Chicago. He likes it. Oh my god, DC, my man. Yo, could we just get a spam of DC in chat? Can we just from time to time, every few minutes, just do hashtag DC? Because you know this man is gonna be. I feel like if that's how the stream has been going, dude, that's just what you're gonna have to do all day, boys. Yo, hashtag DC, dude. That's 40 on top of 200 already that you've donated. My man, that's a lot of moolah. That's a lot of moolah. Seriously, my guy. Thank you so much, my dude. For real, my dude. Oh, Asher trying to catch Bocce is gonna have a door of shadows to get out of there after that kidney shot. Does he get himself a clean reset? With that smoke bomb says yes. That sap says yes, yes, yes. Wow. That's actually well played there. Kidney shot into, I mean, I guess if you kidney shot him, he has a trinket. Like, that's a perfect getaway, right? Perfect getaway. Although this duel is going on for 19 minutes. Getting a shot onto Asher. That's going to be Bocce trying to go for the most amount of damage here. Damn, that's a lot of damn. Bocce just taking him out, dude. Not even giving him a chance. Dirks is up next. Getting hit with a cheap shot immediately. And Dirks is just going to wait out the cheap shot. Blind coming out. Is he going to trinket? Bocce has a trinket too. Dirks could trinket if he wanted to. But it looks like Bocce is just going to let Dirks get a complete reset. He's not going to hang out with him with a sap. Probably should have maybe have more control of the situation, but maybe not. Maybe Bocce is just kind of like, you know what? I want to get my CDs back. Derek's picking up the eye. Is he going to go for a vanish? I don't think he is. The big guy said apparently the eye vanish thing no longer works, which is a lot unfortunate if that is the true. That's big. That's big unfortunate. That's big true. That was going to be the prettiest girl at the party by the end of the night. True. We got how many pizzas and how many nails, getting our nails done. Manny and a petty. Manicures, pedicures, left and right, dude. Oh my god. That's crazy. Get to have fun, I guess, with that. We get to have fun with you too, DC. Derek's picking up the eyes, trying to see if we can catch Bachi. Did have a double shadow step available. I like double shadow step isn't bad, but I like that where you get out of roots and slows with theater as a sub rogue. I really like that one, and the verse you get too of flagellation, that could also be really good. Get a shot onto Dirk's Bachi, going in for a big damage, and I think Dirks might be out of it, trying to go for a shadow step. Kidney shot, actually reversing damage back to Bachi. Does he get it to do it cleanly? He is playing an orc, so he didn't get to the stuns nearly as much. It does take it out, makes a return from almost the grave. Shaken is going to be up next. Got himself the Void Elf Rachel set up, trying to get the dots on the Dirks. Does not get him out of stealth. And Dirks is going to be able to go for a bit of a reset here. Hey, Shaken. How you doing, by the way? I feel like we haven't seen Shaken in a while. What's shaking, fam? What's shaking? Sap by Dirks. Shake and get hit with a cheap shot. Immediately disperse at 99% dampening. You're not getting any healing out of it. You might as well go for the DR. Is going to try to get some dots on the Dirks, but if Dirks gets himself a clean reset, those dots are not going to get him out of stealth at all. Try to go for a stun here with a Cloak of Shadows for Dirks. His advantage if he needs to Shadow Fiend his own Dirks though. Keeping him in combat. Actually not letting him catch a reset at all. Shake and try to go for a bit of a heal. Try to go Doorway Shadows around the corner. Vanish available for Dirks. No dots to get him out. Even if he had dots, that stealth shield would have just kept him in stealth anyway. I think it's so nuts, dude. I think it's actually insanely good for rogues in PvP. Shaken, did he pick up the eyes? It looks like he did. Sab by Dirk. Shaken could Trinket. Greater Fate is available. Has Vampiric Embrace, which is not going to do anything at 100% dampening. PI. Silence available. Not going to do much against Dirks, really. Could BM him with it, I guess. And the other eye is not available just yet. It's going to be opened up by Dirk. Shaken has a Trinket into a stun. Oh! Dirk just went for a Trinket to take out the Shadow Priest immediately. Didn't see a Greater Fate out of the guy. Trinket, Shadow Step, Eviscerate as soon as he could. And Easy Faza opening up with an AoE. Kidney shot onto Dirks and Super DR. Does he even need anything though? I think he still has it. Cheap shot by Dirks. Does he go for a proper reset here? Wait a second. If he actually goes for a proper reset, that'll be nuts. Evasion was used by Easy Faza, but... They actually got a reset. Neither of them has a Trinket. Neither of them has any defense except for a Cloak of Shadow by Easy Faza, and Easy has a Shadow Blades. Those Shadow Blades won't matter, I don't think. If Dirk's still able to get big damage in there, but I don't know. Dirks is kind of hanging out by one of the eyes, the only eye that's available. Every second that ticks by is helpful for Dirks. He's easy getting some cooldowns back. Easy Faza should have a human racial available sometime soon too, so stuns won't be nearly as deadly for him. Yeah, there's barely any healing happening from the sippy cups. I mean, they do slight healing, but 100% reduced healing. Like, it's not completely no healing. And Easy does have advantage in health, actually. I don't know who's going to win this one at this point. Dirks will have Shadow Blades back up too. Man. Easy Faza definitely is going to have a human racial available at this point, so he's going to be able to get out of a CC. At least out of a stun. Easy hanging out by the other eye, but he's not really camping the other eye at all. And there goes Dirks picking up the eye. No vanish for him or nothing. Does have Shadow Blades, not Shadow Blades active, Cold Blood active. Kid Shadow to Easy Faza does get a trigger for it. And Dirks does get a trigger in the last second. Cheap shot by Easy. Does he have the damage though? Cheap shot after. It looks like Easy taking him out. He just had that nice setup. Got the Ventier setup with Flagellation earlier. But Dirks had himself a tough one though. Man, oh my god. Mary, my man. Mary tells, dude, you got so much healing, it's not even funny. It's actually unfair, dude. Actually unfair. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness. Millen, you got a group? Hey, invite Abominations 5V5. It's been a while since I've seen Abominations, man, but I'm down for it. Teppo and Kryza were supposed to be next, right? We get Milan without A-bombs. Kryza played. Maybe we could push Kryza back. I would feel bad pushing Kryza back. Teppo, are you ready? Are you ready? Is Milan got a group with A-bombs? Ready? All right, let's do Teppo and Kryza. And we'll throw Milan's group versus Belly and Krager played. We'll throw him versus Krager. How does that sound? Soundstorm in the belly afterwards. We'll do it like that, right? We'll do it like that. Lamar, my man, how you doing? Doing pretty good. Gonna be there tonight? I'm sorry to hear that, man. Can we get a hashtag Lamar in chat showing appreciation for one for doing my man? 5 bones. Appreciate you so much, my guy. I'm doing great, dude. I had a little bit of a weird day. Didn't really feel like I got a lot of rest, but I'm having a good time on stream, man. Great time on stream, honestly. Duels are doing pretty good. What's up, Dirks? 1 min left and he can't kill. What do you mean, dude? Dirks, didn't that guy just win the duel? I feel like it's kind of toxic calling someone bad when they won just now, did they? How you doing, by the way, guy? Hope you're having a good one. Let's get Kryzer since they've been waiting for a while. And Teppo in as well. And we get Milan as well as Krager in there right afterwards. Man, we got a lot of groups here today, huh? We actually got a lot of groups today, man. That's a lot of groups. Hashtag Lamar boys. Yo, Atho, are you busy doing some keys, man? Or are we gonna see you tonight, dude? Are we gonna see you tonight? Because this man, dude, this big 20, like 19 key master over here, dude, way past KSM guy, been pumping keys, man. There's a prop ally too, which I don't think is the best healer or best tank for the keys, isn't it? Dagger or Dog double rogues, either 2200. Dagger or Dog double rogue, and you get the Rotten Legendary, so it makes your Shadow Strike do 80% more damage with symbols that that's 100% crit. Actually thing. And apparently 2 rogues are doing it right now, and they're just murking healers, literally one-shotting. It's literally 2v1. And it's apparently like really hard to deal with. Yeah, actually a thing. Yeah, he's a 2300. Honestly, which we got ourselves team 2. We got ourselves some new people here. Magic Tricks with Spell XLOL. We also got Mevar in that group. Vidma as well as Holy Shift as a Feral Druid versus team 1. We got ourselves Kryzer on the pale green horse. Is it pale really? I know that everybody says on the pale horse. We got Frostboss on a lively donkey. Not a pale horse at all. Ranil, oh, how you doing, my guy? We also got this Burning Fresh, as well as Cotton God X. I do like his really like chill mock. He looks like an NPC of like a thrift shop or something. You know what I mean? Looks like a thrift shop NPC. Looks like Magic Tricks is gonna be first up, hitting Frostboss with a Nova. Is gonna bust out of it. Hit him with a polymorph right after G-Pie cooking up. Frostboss is gonna answer. As Magic, oh, he is gonna answer. Immediate trick of Frostball stun onto Magic Tricks, trying to make some damage happen. The grippy hand comes out and it's gonna start gripping the mage back to back. Oh my god, that grippy hand is so good. It grips a lot. Look at that. Oh my god, that's aggressive. Into an ice bug. Did they buff that thing? I don't remember it gripping that much. I think they buffed it. That thing is extra aggressive nowadays. What? That has to be new. And also Frostboss had quite a bit of damage there with Obliterates, man. That was good. Finally getting set up on the Frostboss. This time he has no way out of it. Does spell steal a shield from Magic Tricks. It's going to be a G-Pie into a ring, but he's going to drop down full meteor, but an anti-mate. He stole poly. Wait, he stole a polymorph. What? He stole a shield and a poly? Wait, how'd you steal a polymorph? How are you stealing all the spells? How many spells can you steal? I don't understand. But it's still a poly on the combust. On the mage's combust. What? Magic Tricks trying to blast some damage back into Frostboss. But at this point, you better be careful what spell you give him. It looks like it's going to be maybe way too much here. Big old breath. By Magic onto Frostboss, trying to make as much damage happen here. Big Scorches available for the mage with the Alter Time. But looks like the Alter Time is not enough by itself. As Cauterize even getting used here as well. And Frostboss should be able to take down the Seed Pod quite handily. Frost Death Knights should have still decent sustain, right? Especially as a dual wheel Frost DK. He's not even true hand Frost DK. These auto attacks should be even better, shouldn't they be? Vidma is going to be up next as a Retribution Paladin. Blasting damage on the Frostboss is going to have to play this defensively early on from the get-go. Full Seraphim available for Vidma with wings. And that stun is going to go a long way into CC in the Paladin for a second. as Frostboss is just trying to stay away from the Shield of Vengeance, because that thing is gonna pop soon. Big pop and a big fear by Frostboss is gonna have to go for as many self heals as possible. Warlock House and Spreads are gonna use, as well as a Lichborn, pumping himself full of death calls as many times as he can. It's gonna steal some. He spells still a Hodge for a Paladin. Wait a second, this guy's insane. Bubble getting used by Vidma as Frostboss had a nice setup onto the Paladin. He just had to survive this bubble, and he might be able to have an answer back to the Pally. Dark Saying is such a good spell by the looks of it. Is Vivek going to be able to give any more spells to Frostboss? Can he give him like Word of Glory or something? Like a full 3 Holy Power Word of Glory? Or Judgment or Slow or anything? I don't know if he can. Vidma though, not really looking all that good. The Word of Glories do come in, make a clutch play. Frostboss actually kind of low on health. If Vidma can get himself a big setup on damage, this is going to be good for him. Did he just throw a Hodge back at the Frostboss? I think he tried to Hodge into a Blessing, into an anti-magic zone again. Fear onto Vidma, and apparently that fear does not break to damage, or at least not complete, not immediately. It's like a warrior fear in a sense. As long as you tickle the enemy, it doesn't break. Seraphim activated for Vidma. Big damage back to Frostboss. Is the DK gonna go down? No! Oh! And he does go down. DK at 43k health, we're at 36. Well, I think that pokes a hole in everyone's bubble when like, oh my god, gear wins. Paladin with less gear won against the Death Knight? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. You guys keep forgetting player skill does come into play even a little bit there, man. Come on. What's up, Ruby? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. All have same gear? No, not everybody. Maybe there's a way to set it up. Walk still busted? Yeah, Word of Glory is nutty, dude. Word of Glory is nutty. It is still super strong of a defensive or a heal. Cotton God going in for big damage, just doing a bit of a dancer by Vidma without a bubble. Decimal Bob, but looks like he... Wait, he actually had a trinket too and everything. Maybe he was hoping he would survive the Rogue Burst. Didn't want to use Blitzing Protection, maybe? Thanks for coming by, DC. Appreciate you, my man. Seriously, dude. Mavar going in and just taking Cotton God out. Just not giving him much of a chance here. He does not trinket anything, though. It just goes for a Sippy Cup into a Vanish. He's gonna go for a complete reset there. And Mavar is gonna have to find the Rogue yet again. Didn't commit too many cooldowns into the Rogue there at all. Not even wings or anything. So I think he just got a couple procs there. So if you can do that again with damage this time, then I think he'll be in a good spot. Cotton God just had enough, just enough health to survive that go. I guess he maybe was waiting for wings and then he would trinket it. But since he didn't see wings, he was like, I'm gonna be okay. Mostly, maybe. Wings available from Mavar is going to get himself quite a bit of solid heals rolling with it too. Cloak Shot is activated by the Rogue. It does get himself a restealth. I believe it was a Shadow Meld used there, right? I believe it was a Shadow Meld used. Take it easy, DC. Appreciate so much coming by, my man. Seriously, thank you so much for the donos, dude. That was extra generous of you. That was extremely, extremely generous of you. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate you. DK even has Winter's Holiday Legend Transmog. Does he? Yo, it fits perfectly, doesn't it? Getting a shot onto Mavar, Cutting, trying to make a play back to Mavar. Is Mavar going to have to use a defensive here? Just survived the burst from the Rogue. Trinket for the Rogue getting used right here. It's either going to commit some damage or some cooldowns, if anything. Evasion has been used. He's going to get himself the Ventir setup. And looks like he's trying to get the hell away from the Pala. After using Flagellation, I don't really know if that's the play, because it is quite a bit of your burst getting used here. But he decided kind of against it. Blind to Mavar. Does he go for a trinket? He does. No way out for the Rogue. Getting the shot. Does he actually have a way out? No! Mavar activating a Blessing of Protection before the Rogue can teleport out of there. You know what? That's kind of a ballsy bop, but not the worst if Mavar is looking to take the Rogue out immediately. Because maybe he's thinking, you know what? The other guys are mages. I don't need a Blessing of Protection. Actually, maybe that's why. He can use Blessing of Protection now, and he won't need that for the mages. Actually, it's a big brain play. It's actually bigger than I thought. Gonna be Randall up next. Oh, which one's Randall? There we go. Found him. Randall up next, playing that Arcane. We see quite a few Arcanes here and there, but not Randall with a mirror play. With an Arcane Blast trying to make the most damage happen here. Big Arcane Pressure with... Oh, lots of damage back to Mavar. Mavar, if he's not careful, those mirrors are going to proc at him, silence him, preventing him healing, and it's probably going to force a bubble out of the guy. Big temporal available for Randall. Hodge by Mavar does put himself in a silence. Can Randall take advantage of this? Looks like Mavar has access to his damaging abilities, but not healing. Mavar actually goes in for a massive heal just now. Honestly, I thought Randall would have had him. I thought Randall would have just needed one more blast there and that would have been over. It was kind of close actually, cutting it so close. I do appreciate Randall's mog, man. He's looking like a wizard, straight up actual wizard. The hat, the staff, everything, dude, looks so good. It looks so good. Gotta give him credit on that mog, man. Big missiles available with a touch of the Magi as Randall, hoping to get himself maybe a bit of damage setup. Doesn't have the full burst because Arcane Power not there, but still quite a bit of damage regardless. Randall does have ult time. Looks like he actually decides to not use ult time, as Mevar was hanging out way too close there. Trick available for Randall. Does he have normal links, by the way? I think he does have the ult time on 30-second CD, so he'll have a lot of defense to work with here. Mevar taking a bit of damage from the mage though. Maybe a bubble getting used here. Looks like bubble didn't need to get used just yet. Just had the Guardian's legendary used either way. Randall with an ice bug does have the ice bug that gives him health back. If Mevar tries to heal himself in front of Randall, he will definitely get interrupted on. Trying to go for Mirrors of Torment, get interrupted on Shadow. Randall is able to use all his arcane mage abilities, even though he gets interrupted on Shadow. Big missiles available. If Mevar ever stops to cast heals on himself, he could get interrupted, so you better be very, very careful with it. You better be very, very careful. Maybe just stick to a strict diet of Word of Glories. And a freedom available, so Randall can't even slow him down. Actually, not looking good for this mage anymore. Mevar just needs one more global, I think, and it's over. Randall does create quite a big distance between the two. Oh, oh no! Randall! Randall, no! Skills did this. Hashtag skills, yo. We got a hashtag DC for the dono. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you, my dude. Another 20 bones on top of everything, dude. My man, you're nuts. You're actually absolutely crazy, dude. Actually crazy. Burning Fresh is up next. Another mage that's a Venthyr? A fire mage that's a Venthyr. Apparently that's not a bad combo. I've been seeing more mages going Venthyr. Boys, hashtag DC for another dono. My man, appreciate you. As we hit on that 9 minutes, 50-second mark, 30% dampener. Boys, a Burning Flesh. Burning Fresh. I almost called him Burning. I think I just now called him Burning Flesh, which is a little bit brutal. Maybe he has an undead character and not called Burning Flesh. This guy's Burning Fresh because gnomes are looking fresh all the time. Well, with the hair that they have that's so scruffy, it's more like fresh out of bed, let's be honest. We interrupt into burning. Not in a good spot. Icebug is going to use a Mevar. Just got to have an easy time with this mages by the looks of it. Paladins used to struggle with mages. It looks like Mevar just walking up and bullying these guys. Proper use of the Hand of Freedom, as well as the great damage opportunities that he's creating for himself, is really what's helping him make this happen. Mirrors of Torment getting applied, though, might get himself in a bad Mirrors of Torment situation. Potentially. Maybe if he goes for more cast behind the pillar, he will definitely get himself interrupted at some point. Next auto attack could probably do it, and does get himself over the hit with the root, and silence can't really get out of it. Does that silence prevent it from bubbling? I doubt it, right? If it does, that'd be insane. I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure if a Shadow Play silences you as a paladin, you still can bubble. Big Cotter is getting activated for burning, not in a good spot at all. Needs himself some kind of re-heal and a reset. Does get himself an invis, and maybe he could just run back into the room and get some food there. Ovar is not really going anywhere. He's going for them eyes, so burning is not going to get much food out of it. He knows the paladin's picking up the eyes, dude. Eventually is going to see him trying to go for as much food as he can. Blink not really taking him as far as he wanted to, but at least he does have shields at 39% dampening. Not much you can really do in this situation. Combustion is getting activated. Mevar does have a shield of vengeance. Just gotta wait to let the shield of vengeance pop back. He's literally just hanging out with a shield of vengeance next to the mage, waiting for that shield to pop back at him. Actually just having his way with these mages, dude. Just walking all over them, man. Unfortunate. I do like the mages that are trying out Venthyr. That is not a combo you really see a lot often. Nowadays it's either Kyrian for fire or just Night Fae for anything. PvE or PvP content, honestly. Alright, let's get Krager and my man Milan. If you got a group on, dude, let's get you in here, guy. We can get Belly and Silent right afterwards. And Alex, Batch, we gotta separate you guys somehow. Batch and Kreiser don't declare each other. Alex and Kreiser did. We'll do it like this. How does that sound, boys? Is it 118, 9, 120? 121. Okay, cool. Let's get Milan in here. as well as Kragar and Milan Grujic. Is that how you say it? Not Target. Yeah, Milan, make sure you have yourself online on Real ID, my guy. My man, DC. My guy. My dude. My mans. Love you, brother. I'm out. Yo, my guy. Dude, I feel like the words thank you. Thank you so much for your generosity is not enough. Because that was a lot. You donated a ton, dude. Thank you so much. I really don't know what to say, man. I really do appreciate it, dude. I really don't know. I'm at a loss for words, man. There's a lot of money getting thrown at me. Little poor old me. Can we get a big old hashtag DC? My man, have yourself a good one. Have yourself a good one. Have yourself a great one. Thank you so much, my guy. Hashtag DC, boys. Hashtag DC. Love helps. Love you, buddy. It does sound prevents you from using... Does it? Wait, that's actually really good then. Wait, that's awesome. Yeah, can I add you and beat on that, Dal? Yeah, Dalaran hashtag 1340, boys. Dal hashtag 1340. Always welcome, man. Always welcome. Oh, full team abomination. I remember you guys back in the WAD, BFA. What am I saying? WAD. Back in BFA, man. The A-bomb team, and they return, dude. And they return. The biggest role-playing guild joins 5V5, joins the Duels. I think it's going to be my title of the name. Let's see how it goes out, man. Aren't you guys... Isn't Abomination name in the guild? Is that the biggest role-playing guild on EU? Isn't it? Wasn't it Asmon a bit with them recently? Yo, Switch. Biggest EU RP guild joins the 5V5 1v1 Duels, boys, with Abomination the Shadow, Abomination the Outlaw. Actually, wait, is it? Is it? Is that the Outlaw one? Okay, one of us is an Outlaw. We got ourselves as Abomination the Sub, Abomination the Fierce, and Abomination the Tricky. Wait, there's two Shadow Priests. Wait, they look the same actually, do they? Yes, they do. Oh my god. There it is. Versus Nomi as a monk first up on team 1. Oh. Wait, you look like the panda that Nomi Panda? Remember that one from Legion? Is that what's supposed to be the name of? We also got ourselves a snitch, I guess. Kragar on the team as well, with Morphe and Indy. Indy never got to play last time, actually. Tricky coming out for Nomi. Lexip onto Abomination, though. DC, my mans. That's 50 right there. Oh my god, DC. Can we get a big old hashtag DC in chat, my man? I feel like I've been saying, can we get a hashtag DC all day today, dude? That is a lot, my guy. And Nomi popping up big cooldowns versus Abomination, but Nomi's not looking. Oh, not looking that good. It looks like Abomination was able to whittle him down little by little. Snitch gonna be up next is the Frost Mage. What? Playing solo without a pet, gonna be a mind control Abomination. This Abomination. Why don't I call it the Fierce? That would be in the Mage. The Sub, the Outlaw. One is the Shadow, which I think was the other one. I think this one was the Shadow. No, this one was the Shadow. And the other one is the Trickery, the Trickster. That's how I'm gonna refer to them. I'm gonna try to keep my story straight here with the names as best I can, dude. Let's go to keep going. My god, my man, thanks so much. I appreciate you. Snitch not doing that well against the Abominations, man. That Shadow Priest damage is actually quite high. Snitch not able to hold onto the shields at all. Try to get a Nova onto A-Bomb. There goes the Ice Block. Could go for the Dispel. Looks like he's not going for it just yet. Actually could go for a Mad Dispel. And Snitch does have a second Ice Block if he needs to, though. Does have a Cold Snap for it. And looks like Snitch has experienced a bit of a lag, which is super unfortunate. A-Bomb is able to get the dots on him, though. Mind Games getting set up with the Snitch. And that's just only one of the A-Bombs. He's going to be able to deal with the Team Abomination here, man. Abominations. If they were like a big Stitch Flesh Abomination, they're like if an Abomination had all the parts stitched together, like move away, but it still is a hive mind in a way. Is that what it's supposed to be? Maybe. I'm guessing here, dude. I'm guessing here. Snitch not having himself a good time against the Shadow Priest, though. Running from him, getting hit with a stun, and that's gonna be An ice block with a cold snap. Had to use it a little bit early. That's going to be an immediate massive spell by Abomination, though. Almost Screw is coming up very, very soon. Is going to get hit with a silence, so that pressure with the Ray of Frost just wasn't really going to go anywhere. Very unfortunate for the mage, man. Very unfortunate for the mage. He has Venthier, by the way, so that's a pretty good combo. He's going to get himself some food. Maybe can do something. He's just sticking down to the dots, man. As Abomination mounts the Pale Horse. Able to get himself a big exit to Stitch. Does take him out. Super, super unfortunate. Frostmage couldn't do it. The Monk couldn't do it. Krager's gonna have his way with the Abomination. Big PI by Abomination the Shadowy. As Krager taking lots of damage here in the opener, as A-Bomb gets a massive haste buffs left and right. But it's gonna be for him a little bit of that vampiric embrace, embracing the vampiric side of things. Big damage on the Krager. He does go for the Stone Form, which does remove the dots, but puts him in a horror. That is a little bit of CC for Abomination, whether he wanted it or not. But it also does allow Krager to remove the mind games completely. Interrupt Abomination on the Shadow Cast. Hit him with a stun. Does not have a trinket because the trinket as well as the Dwarven Ritual share SCD together, which is super, super unfortunate. Mind control onto Krager as Abomination is actually dropping kind of lowish on health. So A-Bomb is trying to create himself a bit of a breather. Versus Krager, who's just going to be charging right back in. He's got a lot of A-bombs to deal with. Big Kirin setup getting used here. As Krager should be able to do some damage. Gonna be A-bomb to Shadowy. Using the Disperse to try to deal with the damage of this Furious Warrior. I keep swapping the wrong cards. I'm so sorry about that. Gonna be a Fear by Krager. Trying to make some damage happen. Could be huge Recklessness here. As long as the mind control doesn't get used. Does reflect the mind control back so it doesn't do anything. But we should try to go for another MC. Does get interrupted though. Unfortunate. Super low on health. Blazer right after. Is he gonna be going down here trying to make the MC happen? Barely any health. Looks like Krager slays one of the Abominations. Next up is gonna be is it the Sub Rogue? The Abomination the Subtle. Versus Krager. Gonna be immediate trinket by Krager, and he goes in for a blind playing that Necro Lord Sub Rogue. Oh, that Mog looks so good. The eyes being red looks so good too. Oh my god, it looks insane. Look at them red eyes, red peepers, man. Krager not picking up the eyes just yet. Is gonna take a lot of damage from the Sub Rogue. Abomination the Subtle trying to make as much damage as he can. Is gonna weave in the Bone Spike into Krager, putting a perma bleed. I think it looks like it hurts, dude. I think just sticking out of his chest. Super unfortunate. But he does have all that armor. Maybe it'll help him a little bit. Big Bastion Spear comes in, but Abomination goes in for a cloak with a Vanish. He's not going to stay on that for too long. Looks like he's waiting now for the DRs to fall off from Krager. Krager is not wasting any time. Picking up the eyes immediately. Blaze Storm before the Kid Shot and stuns can come in. Might be able to wait out for the 100% crit Lego into it. And into a disarm onto Abomination Subtle. He goes for that Trinket Kidney Shot onto Krager. Trying to make as much damage happen. And Krager needs help right now. Krager needs a little bit of self heals. Cheap shot by A-Bomb. It looks like Krager is completely DR'd. Oh, he has the Bone Spikes, so whatever damage he can do. Gotta wait out until the DRs are back. But Krager is just making quick work of the guy. Not letting A-Bomb really get out of this scot-free. Is gonna go for a bit of a self-heal. Shadow step away from Krager. Does he get the stuns back? It looks like Krager taking him out. With Abomination the Fierce being up next. As the Arms Warrior or A-Bomb rolls in versus Krager leaping in. With a Fear by Krager, Fear by A-Bomb. Hits him with a Spear of his own. Has him in the big Executes. Can Krager deal with the damage that Abomination the Fear's got going for him? Is going to try to see if he can walk away from him for a second. Does hit him with the Disarm. Disarm getting used as well there. And Krager just trying to get himself a bit of a breather, dude. Just walk away for a second. Take a nice deep breath. Get back in there with an Enrage Regeneration. Stunned by Abomination. Krager done take a bit of damage here. Big leap by the Warrior, and Abomination could chase him with a leap of his own. It's going to be Krager getting a bit of a charge, and now that Krager got himself a bit of a breather, he can go for a little bit of a heal. A-Bomb trying to deny any kind of damage and healing for Krager with that parry. And Krager's just going to waddle away from him, dude. Hits him with a piercing howl and just walking out of there, man. Krager's got a low on health. He's still in that execute range. Could be really bad for him. Big damage out of Abomination, though. Trying to go for Stormbolt, and Krager is going to be able to wipe him out. Krager is one of the bigger competitors of the 5V5 1v1 Duels, and Team Abomination has been able to challenge him This is an arms where we're doing pretty well too. Immediate reflect for A-bomb in case Morph goes in for a stun. Try to go for an interrupt. Looks like he got juked though. Sharpened Blades is available in case Morph try to go for any kind of healing. Mind Games getting used, or at least trying to get used, and not a reflect going to be available for him. Does not have an interrupt either for a few seconds, so it could be pretty bad for more Abomination. Needs some of the Strobe Bolt. Morph trying to still go for a cast. If he gets interrupted in the Shadow, it's going to be bad. Interrupt in the Shadow. Wait, this could be really bad. A-bomb going in for big damage. It's going to be big Shadowlands coming out to still do a lot. Fear onto Morph. Does he have the executes? Greater Fate is available. Morph, I think, is waiting out for a big heal. Interrupt available for A-bomb very, very soon. Does not get, if he does not get juked, he'll be in a good spot. This is a really close duel. A-bomb actually has him with executes right now. This person's getting used. Abomination trying to keep the pressure on. If you can go for Sharpened Blades onto this could be pretty good. Storm Bolt does have some damage. Sharpened Blades is available. If Morph does not have any CC, he's in bad trouble right now. Big shrubs right now. It looks like A-bomb taking him out. Oh my goodness. Who is this guy? Abomination the Fierce. Really making Team Abomination look good. But Indy is going to be up next, taking him out. Next is going to be Abomination the Trickster. The Shadow Priest trickery. The mind games. Mind control. Messing with your mind. Literally, that's about as good as name can come up with him. Because we had Abomination the Shadow, Abomination the Subtle, Abomination the Fierce. I try to give him names, dude. I've been playing Divinity recently, so I got those like Divinity style names. Like when you do the arena in Divinity, yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's my first thought, though. Gonna be big Shadow Crash coming down onto Indy. Trinket for A-bomb as he doesn't want to sit in the lasso. And Indy taking a bit of damage. What kind of Lego is Indy playing? He has to be playing the Ursula Legendary, right? He has to be playing the Ursula Lego, dude. There's no way he ain't. There's no way he isn't. Big killing surges are available for the Shaman. As we get in that 10-minute mark, boys, here, really listen for the duel. 30% dampener. And Indy dropping down big. Fire, Molten Rock, from the Fire Elemental, Meteor, Fire, Molten Rock. Come on, Dal. You know your abilities. What are you doing, dude? What are you doing, man? Gonna be a big stun. Trinkets out of it last second. Hitting Abomination with an interrupt. Getting a Primordial Wave in there immediately. Trying to punch him with some Lava Burst. Does get a silence off, though. This Abomination is at least able to keep the Shaman away from him for a second. Big Shadowmans are available for A-bomb and Indy. Trying to find a way if you can maybe deal with him. Big heals for the both of them for now. Big recovery. Indy walking in, not full on health actually. Maybe you should wait. As this is going to be A-bomb removing the Earth Shield as soon as he can. Maybe Indy is down on mana actually. That might be it. He has some Maelstrom, but he's maybe down on mana, so you can't really fully catch himself up. He might just have to wait for a little bit. Might just have to wait for now. A-bomb hanging around the other side of the pillar. Is Abomination the Outlaw going to be able to play at all? Because Abomination the Trickster is doing quite good work here. Indy put himself up in a good position. Could go for a knockback onto A-bomb if he needs to. Stun onto the Shaman. Does go for a knock, but doesn't really get A-bomb off the platform. There's going to be quite a few dots setting up. Big DPs by A-bomb as it's chasing the Shaman with a Void form available. Earth Elemental is up with an Earth Elemental wall getting used by Indy. Trying to go for a Fleshcraft right after. Does have a silence. Could have went for a silence onto the Fleshcraft. Unless silence is part of the CC immunities. But I don't know if he's Merilith or not. Big stun onto A-bomb. Actually, no, short stun. Looked like it was maybe going to be at least one DR stun, but it's a full quarter DR stun. The super unfortunate. Indy trying to get himself some insta-cast available. Interrupt him on Shadow. Could be pretty good. Lava Burst available. Maybe. Looks like A-bomb just took all that damage to the face and he's doing just fine. Looks like Vampiric Embrace keeping him alive. Silence up to Indy with a stun to follow right after. Does A-bomb have the big setup here? Indy needs to have a go right now. Otherwise, he's in a bad spot. Does go for the Dark and Racial, removing the dots, but does put him in a horror effect into a stun onto A-bomb. Throwing down the meatballs out there with a Lava Burst. But it doesn't look like he has really a big go here. Like Lasso does do quite a bit of damage. Primordial Wave getting set up. Does he have another Lava Burst go? This could be huge. Disperse available for A-bomb. If anything, he's not getting too much healing off this. But if anything, he's getting the big DR. It looks like A-bomb should be able to take him out. Abomination. The Trickster getting a chance to play with. Abomination the Outlaw not even getting a chance, man. I love the red eyes in your mogs, by the way, boys. Does everybody have red eyes? No, this one doesn't even have socket. Dude, this is so cool. The RPers, man, going in. The A-bombs of Ravencrest are walking into the duel, slamming it out of the park, man. Taking on Kragar too. Well done, well done. Alrighty, boys. Who's going to be next? You want to give A-Bombs a chance to go? Because I feel like this is a once-in-a-while opportunity to watch A-Bombs play. Yo, A-Bombs, if you guys go to group still, I'll let you guys go again. Back-to-back, man. Back-to-back. I don't know how many more duels we'll be doing. I'll let you guys do it back-to-back. Do I not have Tyrant or BNet? Tyrant, what's your BNet? DC wants me to add you. I'd like to get Tyrant and BNet. Tyrant, what's your BNet? I'll add you real quick. That's the least I can do for DC. That's the least I can do, dude. Have you tried adding me before, or... Elemental main is my BNet? Okay, hold on. I could add you guys on EU, most likely. What does it say? Elemental main, right? Main is my BNet. Main. Did you try to add me before? Yeah, DC messaged me just now on BNet saying, I would like you to add Tyrant to BNet. I didn't ask any questions. I'm just kind of following the message. Main, did I miss you already? I hope I didn't. May have, okay. What's your BNet? DC wants me to add you. I'm on an A. I'm at work. No, still, I'll just send you an ad anyway. At this point with DC, I'm just not even gonna ask why. I'm just gonna do it, dude. That man's donated way too much money for me to ask questions. You know what I mean? I'm a simp for him. At least I can do a simp. He says I do. I didn't see main. Did I miss it? I'm so sorry if I missed it. I might have spaced out for a second. I don't do this stuff on purpose. One ready? Okay, cool. One momento? Okay. May. It might be an A. If you're an A, then I can add you there tomorrow. But tonight is the EU stream. Tonight is EU Duels Day. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like we get anything. At least for the time being. I don't remember being at the moment. Okay, you're good then. Dalaran hashtag 1340 if you want to add me though. Does it work? Oh, okay. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, DC. Cool. Okay. Let's get Milan versus, I think it was Silent that didn't get a chance to play. Let's do that, because Silent, it's been a while since we got to see him. So let's get Milan back in here. And Silent Storm. You guys will get to go against A-Bombs. How does that sound? Hopefully I got the name right. I might have got it wrong. No, it's in. We're good. We're good, boy. TTS for live. What's up, Sharon? How you doing, fam? So confused. Yeah, I can see why. How many you? What's yours? Dalaran hashtag 130. Yeah, 1340. Dalaran hashtag 1340, boys. Is he making it all work? Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. I think it'll all make sense in the end. I think it'll all make sense in the end. I think. Then I paid full attention because I've watched. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Yeah, it'll all make sense eventually. I wouldn't worry about it too much right now. He just wants me to add you on Real ID. So we'll get it situated at some point. If I add you on Discord, we could just shoot messages around. I know you said you're not really into Discord. What about Twitter? Do you have a Twitter, Tyron? Just anywhere, because YouTube message system doesn't really work all that well. Or nobody really uses YouTube Messenger. Nowadays, it's just comments, not messages. Let's save that one. Just in case I didn't, I'm a... Yeah, just in case I didn't. Oh no, Sarath is already going up versus Abomination. No, I'm saving that one, dude. Oh no. Okay. Are we good now? Are we good? Okay, switch. I'm a little late to the party, but A-Bomb the Fierce is already fighting Sarath. Hits him with a bit of a spear of Bastion. Thorns is available for Sarath. Warbreaker. Oh, I think the Warbreaker might have got used without debuffing Sarath there just now. That would have been unfortunate. But A-Bomb charging in big leap onto the Feral, trying to make sure he doesn't get to go anywhere as the Feral does activate a wall. That is Abomination actually still holding on to his parry. Maim onto A-Bomb. Does have a trick in case things really go bad. It looks like Sarath is able to get himself a bit of a reset. Unless A-Bomb is able to catch up with him somehow, he's going to activate Ignore Pain, which is the play for Warriors. But we got ourselves the RP Guild of A-Bomb. Back at it again. Going for them duels. Trying to make them plays, you know what I mean? And Sarath getting an opener to A-Bomb. Big Convoke has a trinket for it with a Stormbolt, forcing a trinket out of the Feral too. But what's quite a bit of damage he's getting to do there. Normally, sometimes Convoke just goes for a lot of setup without big bursts. But he looked like he just went for the big old bites in that opener. That was really, really good. A-Bomb, unsure if he really wants to chase after Feral with Thorns, because that's just going to do damage back to him. Does give himself a little bit of a heal here. Spirit Bastion getting used, and it's going to stop Sarath in his place, at least at the moment. Big bite out of Sarath, though, locking out Abomination the Fierce. I mean, Abomination the Subtle is going to be up next. The Sub-Rogue A-Bomb. Oh, it's a girl Abomination. I think it's the first time we've seen a girl Abomination in part of the groups. That looks insane. That's a good looking Mog. Big damage on Sarath out of the Kidder Shot and Cheap Shot. And Sarath is going to have himself a bit of a heal rolling. Caught himself a re-stealth. Big damage onto Abomination though. Oh my goodness. The Feral's got himself really big bleeds rolling onto A-Bomb. Yo, I really like the Mog. He looked like a Scarlet Crusade assassin. Because all these guys have like a Scarlet Crusade look to them. You know what I mean? All of them have this like Scarlet Crusade look. And he's like the assassin of the Scarlet Crusade. That looks insane. I really like the way that looks on female undead. I feel like I don't see a lot of females undead anymore. Big hit a shot on Sarath. Big damage from A-Bomb. Does drop down Sarath, and that's going to be the pod. The Sub-Rogue should be able to deal with it. Did they have to burn a dance for that one, though? I think he might have had a Shadow Strike left. I think he did have to burn a dance just to make sure to take it out. It is a little bit of a tough one, dude, for Sub-Rogues. You're not going to be able to backstab it and maybe auto-attack it. Maybe if you have Rupture, full Slice and Ice, and you backstab and constantly with the Eviscerates, maybe then... But a Sub-Rogue is definitely one of those classes that can, you know, have a hard time with it. Yo, A-Bombs, dude, they're doing well. A-Bombs went up against Krager, dude. The Arms Warrior really held his own against Krager there, too. I don't use social media and connect now. I do, just to keep in touch with people, but it's not like there's a massive... Discord is probably the best way to reach me, man. That's where I keep in touch with everybody I know nowadays. Get a shot by the Rogue. Big damage onto Poo. Is A-Bomb playing the Rotten Legendary, by the way? I'm thinking maybe he's going for the big Shadow Strikes, because that is a lot of damage in a single ability go. Trinket for A-Bomb with advantage as Poo went for every cooldown available, even a blind. Trying to see if you can get the Rogue out of there, man. Went in with every bit of CD, but the Rogue does get away, make the quick getaway. Poo's still holding on to the Trinket. And by Poo, I mean like more like a Winnie the Pooh. Big old bear. I never realized how how expressive the faces were, man. Actually nutty. Tricky coming out for the Pala as A-Bomb got himself quite a bit of damage. Shield of Vengeance slapping back at Abomination. Quick shot is getting used by the Rogue. It looks like some of the damage from Poo is going to be absorbed into the Cloak of Shadows. Waiting out until the next Hammer of Justice is available. And actually Poo does not have a Bop. He used Bop very, very early versus the Rogue, who does have a bubble still, so things could be still in his favor. Dude, he must be playing the big Shadow Strike Legendary, right? He has to be playing the Rotten or something, right? That was a lot of damage on that Shadow Strike. Quite a bit of damage in the opener. Or is he? I actually can't even tell, dude. It does have definitely good damage in the opener. Evasion available for the Rogue as Poo did use Bubble. It looks like Poo might have to get himself very, very defensive here with a Word of Glory spam rather than Tupper's Verdict spam. Definitely has plenty of damage to set up. Got himself a big Seraphim rolling. Can he make the big Seraphim play here, though, versus A-Bomb? He needs himself a really big go. The pony is available as the Rogue tried to see if he could Soul Shape out of here. Massive, massive damage is available for Poo either way, though. Massive damage is available. Is he probably playing Last Verdict, by the way, or is he playing the Guardians Legendary? The Guardians of Ancient Kings. I didn't get to really take a look if he's playing one or the other. A-Bomb got himself the big opener with a Night Face setup onto Poo. Big damage for the Rogue. Absolutely just decimating the Paladin out of there. A-Bomb with them big plays. I'm actually starting to think he is playing the Rotten or something like that. He got into some big damies there, dude. He got some real big damies. Next is going to be Violence as the rogue for the team 2. Still sticking to his... Oh, when you watch it going for assassination, by the way, double assassin here. Oh. Man with a mustache, I like it. I could definitely appreciate it. Oh, why is it clipped like that? Is the hair... Does the head normally clip like that? Is that normal? I really don't like how the head clips. Is that the head though? I don't like how it clips to the cloak. Has it always done that? There's only in stealth animation it does that. It clips to his hoodie. Oh, I don't like the way that looks. Oh, you still can see it. Oh man. You still can see it from the top. Can't really cover it up either. Oh, I don't like that. A-bomb looking for violence though. He's literally looking for violence as a sub-rogue about to open up and do some burst. 6 minutes into this duel, dampening finally rolling up, boys. Dalek's hungry. I did have a little bit of a weird, I did eat lunch a lot earlier, so I've been waiting for dinner this whole time, dude. I ate lunch way too early today, but that's how it's been for the last few days since I'm waking up really early. I got on them old man waking up hours, dude. You know what I mean? I can barely stay awake at night, and then I'm awake at like 6 in the morning. Except today was not 6, it was like 10, which was better. I want to wake up like 10 is pretty good, but I want to wake up late. I feel like a lot of my creative juices brew at nighttime. Valence saw that Abomination popped out of stealth for a second, did not hit him with a vendetta. Looks like he's just going to try to see if he can get him with a kidney shot immediately. Kidney shot going to use, trinket for trinket, burned, and that's going to be blind, but Violence is going to be able to go for a full resap onto A-bomb. I don't think he's going to be able to kidney shot him. Actually, yes, he is. Well, no, he's not. He's a one-time mark for death for the kidney shot. But he's going to be able to stun him with a cheap shot. Best or worst. Yeah, that cheap shot at least going to make a play with... Oh, got himself that flagellation getting used there too. Probably get some doubts on the A-bomb. If he has any compoints for slice and dice, I think that flagellation might get A-bomb out in the open though. Ooh, the dots are taken down. Actually, the shield might disappear. And Abomination is out of stealth for a second. Violence kind of should be able to see where he's at. He knows more or less where he was last. But he doesn't really have a go. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a reset by the rogues yet again. Unless they find each other. The eyes are up and Violence is really camping those eyes. While Abomination is more of a roaming kind. You just get different kind of rogues. Like Violence doesn't really stick to the eye and then just camp it completely, but he's hanging out in the area. He's ready for that shadow step, dude. He wants to be in that range in case eye is getting picked up. He wants to be able to shadow step behind the rogue, mark for death, killing him immediately. And A-bomb hanging out on the other eye altogether. What are the cooldowns looking like? A-bomb got a lot of defensives. Violence, lots of defenses still too. Is going to be a cheap shot by Violence. Opener with a subterfuge into a kidney shot right after. Is going to have the internal bleeding happening and everything. Bomb does have himself evasion. And Violence does dip into stealth immediately. I think there was a shadow mill too. I think it was a pretty good shadow mill there as well. Now it's just a waiting game at this point, boys. And looks like A-bomb is able to get away from Violence quite a bit. But to get away quite easily. Violence trying to see if he could fan him. Yeah, he got the opener, but then he got himself a resell. Didn't really put pressure onto Abomination right after. It looks like Violence was waiting out, man. A-bomb doing the same thing. They're trying to get each other out, dude. I'm actually surprised Violence didn't just put pressure onto A-bomb because he got him out. He got him in the opener. Maybe he was trying to avoid the sub-rogue burst. I think that's what he was trying to do, is really to avoid the sub-rogue burst. Violence going on a big vendetta kidney shot. A-bomb does have a trinket for it. Is going to trinket vanish. Violence goes for vanish. Sees him through a shadow. Oh, does A-bomb go for a blind here? A-bomb is super low. Trying to make some damage back to Violence. Blind by Violence with a Cloak of Shadows. A-bomb does not have a trinket. And Violence should be able to go for a full reset here, right? If Violence makes a misplay and doesn't open him with a stun here, this could be over. And Abomination will be able to get a blind on him. Does he go for proper resaps here? Is it properly DR'd? Cheap shot? I think he has it here. Unless he just somehow doesn't have the damage. Getting the shot, and I think it's over. Yep. Violence did get himself a nice setup. Did get himself a nice setup for certain. Then it's going to be Abomination. I can't tell which one of them is Abomination the Shadow. Abomination the Trickster. Is there a difference? I don't know if there is. Oh no, there's only one of them this time, the Shadow Priest one. I think this is the Shadow. We're gonna call him Abomination the Shadow. We're gonna be up next. Abomination the Subtle got taken out by the Assassin. But it was a close game either way. It was definitely a close match. A-Bomb picking up the eye, looking for violence. He's gonna find violence. As a rogue, he's gonna be able to get himself a probably decent opener. He doesn't have a lot of defenses, so violence is probably gonna play this very, very carefully. As carefully as he can be. Garrode into a setup onto A-Bomb. Gonna be immediate fear into a Mind Games. Does have the line of sight of the Mind Games, and violence is gonna have to get himself a bit of a reset. They're gonna be the rogue, get himself clean resets either way. I wonder if you catch a reset as a rogue. I wonder if you catch a reset as a rogue. Do you and you have Mind Games on you? It's an absorb, so it's not really a heal, right? But I wonder if you have Mind Games. Probably doesn't work like that, but I'm gonna just say it out loud either way. Absorb would end up being like a negative absorb, like a necrotic in a way. That'd be interesting. Garrode onto A-Bomb. Trying to see if he can deal with him a bit as best as possible. Gonna be greater fate for Abomination. The advantage coming in for violence before things really go bad. He's gonna still have a vendetta on A-Bomb. Interrupt him on Shadow. Trying to make the most damage happen here. Big damage on Shadow out of a Sass Rogue. Actually huge. Into a blind into A-Bomb. The Shadowy. As he has PI and everything available. Definitely gonna be dispersed first global. Unless he can disperse while silenced. Which I'm pretty sure he can, but he's gonna go with a Garrode opener, try to go for a stun, does go for a stun, but Disperse is getting used. A-Bomb should be able to get himself quite a bit of a reset. But violence dives back to self with a Shadow Mail. Being a Night Elf is huge for him, just able to deal with this. Kick coming out right now. Does he have the big go into A-Bomb? Into Garrode right after, trying to go for a silence, a trinket for that silence. I believe that trinket does work for the silence, and through Greater Fate, the Daz just rot him down. That is unfortunate, man. That is unfortunate. Abomination. The Destructive is going to be his name as a Destro Warlock. Man, is Sharp similar to Affliction Warlock at all? Kind of, in the front that they have dots, and they have like a channeled ability, like the Drained Soul versus, or Talented Drained Soul versus Mind Flame. But they're pretty different in terms of how you play and the setup. They're similar in the fact that they have dots. And they're similar that when the dots are dispelled, there's a bonus effect. If anything, gonna be violence. Open up with a fan. Try to see if he can meet the Succubus. It's a Succubus with a Garrode as well as an interrupt. He's controlling the Succubus while stun locking Abomination. Really well done. Really well done. Gonna be a bit of an immolate onto violence with an Infernal, dropping down Smoke Bomb at a perfect time. So he might be able to get himself a bit of a reset. Does not have advantage. Does not have a Shadow Meld, but he's trying to make some damage happen to A-Bomb. Did he do anything to Succubus? No, Succubus is just a little bit behind. Flesh Cut by Abomination is able to at least deal with some of the damage Rogue is putting out. She'll be able to get an immolate on the Rogue while he was hit with that Succubus EC. Chaos Bolt makes it through past the wall though. Oh my god. And Violence, feeling the heat from that Infernal. Vanish is available, does make a breakaway at the last second. If he's able to deal with a Succubus like he did last time and burn damage into A-Bomb, he might be okay. A-Bomb does have a Trinket though, so he's in a good spot. Violence looks like he's gonna go for a bit of reset. 14 minutes into the duel, 54% dampening, and A-Bomb should have himself a still pretty decent duel here. Picked up the eyes, and the Succubus should be able to see him. Should be able to see the Rogue. Goes on a Garrode on A-Bomb. Trinkets into a Trinket by the Rogue, trying to maximize the damage. Shadow Fury does get interrupted on, as A-Bomb does go for either Warlock Healthstone. I believe it's a Warlock Healthstone. Vendetta is getting used here, trying to make the Chaos Bolt work, but looks like Violence taking him out. And Abomination the Outlaw is going to be up next. Trying to see if he can Blade Flurry Violence out for a second with the Blade Flurry. With the Roll the Bones after. Just couldn't quite do it yet. Sap onto A-Bomb, and Violence going to have to wait a little bit here. Abomination the Outlaw. We don't really see as many Outlaws in these deals as much. Zdrowy Dalaran. Zdrowy, Demon Kitula. Kidney Shot onto A-Bomb. Trinket into a Gouge into Violence. Should be able to maybe go for a Mark for this of his own. Actually, blind instead. So he's not going to be able to hit him with a Sap. Or Sap is going to be super DR'd. Cheap shot by A-Bomb into a Kidney Shot. Does he go? Or Killing Spray, actually. Does he have 100% crit Lego for his Outlaw Rogue? He just might. That was a pretty aggressive Killing Spree there. That's not usually what you would do in the opener. Or usually you wouldn't commit that much damage in the opener. But that was really good. I mean, just took him out. Dealing with him just like that. Z's going to be up next. Paladin on Team 2. is ready to go versus Rogue. Is he going to open up with a cheap shot? Drone rush available immediately. Kidney shot right after. Going to be a trinket by Z. Is A-Bomb going to take quite a bit of damage here? Is that going to be potentially a vanish out of him? Looks like he's just going to stick with evasion, just trying to make as much damage happen to Z. Doing that shield of vengeance to the face, and he's just A-okay. Just trying to do as much damage back to the Pala. Eye for an eye is going to use, which is going to do damage back to A-Bomb quite a bit. It's going to have that AoE stun being the Kyrian used there. A little bit unfortunate that the stun got used as early, and also he is quite low on health. Is going to have himself that Battle Master Trinket with extra health disappearing right now. And A-Bomb is going to need to go for a bit of a reheal. Maybe he can go with a bit of a corpse eating, because there's a lot of corpses everywhere. Maybe he can go for a bit of a feast. There's I don't think he's brethren, those skin and bones. But maybe there was a I don't know, there's Sarath over there by Z. A-Bomb maybe could go and eat the Night Elf, and there's somebody else over there. Oh, picking up the eye, getting a stun opener onto A-Bomb. Is going to have that AoE stun as he gets low. Happening again. That thing triggered twice now, back to back. That is so good for him. Bubble available for Z, throwing in the hammer at A-Bomb. As the Rogue is trying to get himself a bit of a reset. Gets himself a sippy cup, smoke bomb, just creating as much line of sight as he can. As long as he can get himself a reset from Z, he'll be in a good spot. Man, that stun when you go low is actually so good. It's called Prismatic Bubble? Oh, okay. The Rainbow Toy, yep. Somebody in chat asked what the Rainbow Toy was. It is the Prismatic Bauble. You get it from Legitar? I'm pretty sure that's something you can get prior to Legitar, right? Maybe Legion? Maybe? A-Bomb trying to see if he can get himself a good setup, but with Z having eyes, he's gonna have a hard time getting that element of surprise. Unless he can, oh, couldn't get a sap there either. Trying to go for a killing spree, trying to make as much damage happen off that one. Into an evasion trinket available for it. Is gonna have the AoE stun on Z. Trinkets out of that one immediately. Also that AoE stun. A-Bomb got a really short CD on that AoE stun, doesn't he? That's really good for him, huh? That's actually really good. Like if somebody's got some burst, you're just gonna have that AoE stun and get away. And the fact that it's up as often as it is nutty. Trying to see if he can go for a feast. Oh, it is a paladin. It is poo that he's trying to eat off of. It seems kind of, it sounds bad. He's trying to eat poo. We need the poo, that is. The paladin. Looks like he's not gonna be able to get a feast. He's looking for it. Maybe, potentially could maybe go for a quick bite, quick eat. Z knows where he's at. Sap into a cannibalize. Perfect. All he can do is just watch his friend get eaten. He's going to recover a little bit of health. Not nearly as much as he wanted to with 80% dampening. It is making definitely this duel much tougher for him. He's going to go for immediate adrenaline rush. It's going to be hot from so far away. The grapple hook does get him the hell out of there for a moment though. Plastic protection, Z's last immunity. Abomination's big stun does get used there, so that's super unfortunate. Super unfortunate that thing got procced. Didn't go for a cloak. Maybe a little bit late of a cloak, but either way. Z's wings were used there too. So Z actually did use a lot of stuff just now. That is his immunities, as well as wings. Shield of Vengeance available. Eye for an eye is still available. He's gonna just have to find a way to deal with the rogue somehow, one way or another. A-Bomb is gonna have killing spree back very, very soon. Blind back up. No trinket for a bit. But does he really need a trinket? Because there's always that stun, that AoE stun that happens from time to time they could deal with. But he's trying to get himself as much heals as he can. Trying to go for more vials, extra sippy cups available. He's playing that sippy cup game, dude. That is pretty good. Get him with a stun. Does he get that stun proc available? Maybe. It doesn't look like he does. Blind to Z, and looks like Z does not have anything out of it. Blind used there, but there's going to be a trinket available for Z next go. That A-Bomb has anything. So Z better be very, very careful, man. Better be very, very careful. That's definitely going to be the AoE stun used by A-Bomb. If he ever drops low, and he's sitting low, so it's going to be basically 100% guarantee proc. It looks like A-Bomb is just trying to get himself a bit of a sippy cup here. Bit of a reset. Trying to see if he can somehow win this duel against Z. Is going to open the kill spree immediately. Shield of Vengeance was the smallest shield I've ever seen at 89% dampening. And you're getting barely any healing out of it at this point. Barely getting any healing out of this point, boys. So Z is actually just kind of on the rope. Shield of Vengeance got you just burned through very, very quickly. Z does have wings available soonish though. They also do have Vengeance, I believe. And Wake of Ashes. An Eye for an Eye. The Abomination better play it very, very carefully once they win this. This is going to really be down to the wire. And even if A-Bomb wins this, your Wash is going to be up next. 22 minutes into the duels, boys. 24 seconds. 93% dampening, dude. That's a lot of dampener. That's a lot of dampener. That's pretty damp. Feeling pretty damp right now. Looks like A-Bomb is not really committing just yet. Not really committing big damage just yet. Eyes getting picked up. A-Bomb, I think, is just waiting for cooldowns. Does have a blind back up. No trinket for a bit. Sippy Cup's coming out. 96% dampening. Whatever healing he can do is he's trying to get himself whatever healing he can. Hodge by Z, trying to make the most damage happen here. Probably going to get himself stunned. Blind by the Rogue. Was that a stun getting used as well? Was that a stun and a blind? That might have been both, actually. That might have been both, unless it was something else. And Z does have bubble coming back very, very soon. Eventually, it's going to be a bubble game, man. Yo, is Abomination Guildmaster. Wait, the Rogue? Is the GM? Is he? Because all my named A-Bomb, so it's kind of hard to tell which one is the GM or not. All of them have very, very similar names. Just a couple characters are different. Like the vowels and such. Is he? Wow. Well then. He's holding on the fort for his guild, man. He's trying to do the best he can. Paladin is a hard matchup for an outlaw. Like, it's probably almost impossible. Like, Paladin definitely has advantage here. Big killing spread out of A-Bomb. Trinkets out of the stun immediately. Shield advantage super low. Could literally pistol shot. Shield advantage down. Can definitely pistol shot it. There it goes. No more shield. Z has plenty of damage here. Big damage coming up. Abomination does get a free. Oh no! The AoE out of Z. Dude, that big AoE with a Divine Storm, man. Just AoE'd him out. That's hard, man. That's harsh. That is harsh. Violence with 3 kills, man. Let's go, dude. Is the GM? That's awesome, man. We got the GM in the duels. I think it was here before, right? I remember there was Abomination the Outlaw back in BFA all the time for the duels, man. Every time we had the Abominations in there, it always had the Outlaw guy. If that's the same guy, man, then I know him. If that's the same BNet, then that's him. And Deputy, yeah, it's hard. Yeah. That's Outlaw too. I have the GM. Wait, I have the GM add-on really this whole time? Boys, we are up in the world. I didn't realize that, man. I didn't know. GG's, man. GG's. Well played. Well played. Alrighty, boys. It is 7:32. I re-added you. Check main. Okay, I'm a peep. Do I just have too many people? Hold on. Hold on. Let's do it like this. Let's find somebody who hasn't played the game for at least 12 days. At least 12 days. 23 hours. 16 days. A Prince, though. Prince. But is that Print? No, Prince Vodka. Is that the same Prince I know or no? Joan. Okay, Joan hasn't been around for 17 days. Okay, try adding me again. Try adding me again, main. I'll just see it pop up. Maybe I had too many people trying to add me. Let me go decline a couple to free up. Yeah, let's see if you're there, man. Let's see if you... Because maybe I was capped. Maybe I was full. Let's see if I see you there. That's the popular too many friends. Yo, those are the problems that I have, dude. I'm not even joking. Like, that's like the meme of like, oh wow, I'm too popular. It's like, I actually cannot add enough of you guys. I would love to add all of you all the time, dude, but I can't. Re-added? It's not popping up, my guy. I can maybe scroll through it. Right? Re-added? I don't see you. Wait, top up your full real ID. I'll just add you. How does that sound? Top up your full real ID with like capital letters and whatnot. I'll see if I can add you, man. I see Devil No Brain. Shadow. Yeah, I'm gonna add you. But I think it's gonna be it for the duels today, boys. I think it's gonna be it for the duels today. We had a lot of duels today, dude. Lots of duels. And I gotta get some food at this point, man. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I got them pizzas I gotta cash in from DC, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't block people. No, I don't. I try not to block people. There's some... I mean, if I have you blocked, like... That's a single digits type of. Wait. What does it start out? Okay, what does it start as a capital letter? Okay. I don't have it capitalized. It auto capitalizes. It auto capitalizes, so hopefully that's okay. It auto capitalized for me. Oh, okay, I got you. Works out. Got you added, my dude. Got you added. There we go. Added, yeah. GG's, boys. GG's, Dalio RB. GG's, man. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Appreciate you. Only played once today. I try to get as many of you guys ability to play. At least I try to get the groups an opportunity to play. As for like players themselves, like if somebody walked in and did a 1v5 for your group, that's out of my control. You know what I mean? Try searching for duels 20 minutes or something and should be able to find something. Yeah, we try to, you guys watch me, right? We try to get as many of these duels as we could, man. Over and over and over. We get them back to back to back. Next week, yeah, there's always next week, boys. Don't worry about it. There's always next week. Thanks for streaming. That's quite entertaining. Yo, that's what you see. Yeah, for real. Yo, Tyler, thanks so much for coming by. Thank you boys so much for coming by. I really do appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go get some food. I'm just gonna chill, hang out, and play some WoW and work some videos. How does that sound, boys? Get the A-bombs again? Yeah, we'll do it next week, man. How does that sound? If they're in early, we'll get them back to back in there a couple times in a row. How does that sound? Thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you boys on the stream arena. Couldn't talk. In the stream arena is literally what I just said. I'll see you all boys in the stream arena. Yo, I just need to chill. I just need to go and get some food, dude. At this point, like my mouth is running. My brain is like, what are you doing? What are you running off to? Thank you, boys. I really appreciate you. I'll go. I'll see you guys next time. All right, boys. Peace.